Good afternoon. I forgot all of the things. It's fine. We can do all of the things now. Yeah. There we go. One thing. Two thing. Three thing more. Five things. Six things. 7 potatoes. Where'd the potatoes come from? I don't know. Where do any potatoes come from? Underground. Let's have a crack at this new thing. I say new thing. It's probably several years old, but I've never played it, which makes it new to me. We shall have to wait and see if it's any good. Looks like possibly that was the original they were referring to as 2014 there. But if this is 2014, then it's way older than I thought. I thought maybe a few years. But yeah, could easily be substantially more. Okay. I don't know what the extras are. Options should be fine. So yeah, let's write my story. I have played it before. Let's delete that and start from scratch, because I don't remember playing it. So that 20 minutes must have been a slight dabble, and I either didn't enjoy it, which is going to make this very easy to leave off on, or yeah, it's fine. So enemies are balanced and they cannot attack you when a radial menu is opened. You'll get special items. Enemies are weaker and they cannot attack you when a radial menu is opened. You will not get special items. Enemies are tougher and they can attack you when a radial menu is opened. You will get special items and more gold. I think we'll go with normal. Normal seems like a reasonable choice. Do I push the button there? I do. Excellent. So, I don't know. I don't think there's narration. We'll see, but nothing at the moment. You are Lone Wolf. Your life is not an ordinary one. Well, no, because I was named Lone Wolf by my parents, and I think they just did that to spite me. You assess and counter all challenges with... Make your choice. Okay, so... Oh, hello, okay. The multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Pay attention on what you decide. Your actions shape the world around you. Click each icon to display its description. Click the flashing icon at the center of the page to confirm your choice. I will do so. Okay. You rely on your dexterity and intuition to overcome any obstacle. You carefully assess the details of any situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. You always prefer a straightforward and decisive approach, although it is often reckless. That one feels kind of okay, but I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll try and make it as real as possible. And arguably, this is probably the most accurate to myself. I carefully assess the details of any situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. Now, of course, usually it's this, and then brute force and ignorance. But I think for now, we're going to carefully assess the situations. Okay. Counter all challenges with intelligence. Many of the battles you have fought in defense of Summerland. Wielding your... That's an open-ended sentiment. Oh, you're referring to a weapon. I thought maybe I could wield my penis. Swords genuinely. It's a genuinely general. I'm genuinely a general, yes. Do not inflict high damage, but they are easy and quick to use. Maces are heavy, crushing weapons. They are slow to use, but they inflict high damage.
Hello there.
General Boosh. Hello there, Lone Wold. I'm assuming Lone Wolf that was supposed to be, but you've come up with a brand new thing. I am the Lone Wold. You are not alone, nor are you a wolf, so good luck with that. How do you know I'm not a wolf? You assume I'm not a wolf. I might be. Axes are balanced weapons regarding damage and speed. So, easy, quick, don't inflict high damage. Slow, but high damage. Balanced in speed and damage. I think I'm going to go balanced. I'm going to have an axe. I'm going to axe people a question. Well, I guess you could be, exactly, a wolf in human's clothing. Okay, so, I wield my axe. You are more than a gifted warrior. You possess special Kai disciplines. Give you the mastery of... By the way, remember how you said Pogu Bunny was more of an Easter thing? Yes. Have you found something? I'm fairly certain it's still not on. So, I don't think you can activate Pogu Bunnies if that's what you're going for. But, technically speaking, I'm 99% certain it's got an egg behind it. So both Uwu and Pogu Bunny are both egg-based Easter related. Now, you can technically have them active all year round, as is proven when we Pogu Bunny the shit out of you. Oh, I see. So you're going with the birthday cake as more of a birthday thing. But technically someone, somewhere could have a birthday, but it's not always Easter. So, my Kai disciplines. Survival combines the skill of a master, tracker, hunter and explorer. Or healing restores your health and improves your meditation skills. I mean, I can't deny, healing sounds like a good idea. Just heal me, please. Not literally now, but, you know. So, mind over matter. Well, I've already gone for intelligence. I feel like mind over matter might be the superior option, but still. Lets you manipulate objects in your immediate environment. Mind blast and mind shield. Transform your mind into a powerful psychic weapon and psionic shield. Good lord. Okay, that's interesting. Manipulate objects in your immediate environment. Telekinesis or mind blast. I kind of think... Ooh, I don't know. Kind of like the idea of mind blasts. Your vote is telekinesis? Well, I could take your vote into consideration. Or I could completely ignore you. But I must admit, I did suggest mind over matter. With the intelligence factor. Goes quite nicely. But then these are mind based as well, so... yeah, go on, let's move things around. We might be able to freak people out by moving shit. How you get things off of high shelves. With my intelligence, I will assess the situation and figure out from there. Okay, you are able to perform extraordinary martial feats due to your mastery of weapon skill. Animal kinship enables you to communicate with and influence most animals. Interesting. I feel like relying on myself would probably be beneficial, but I'm assuming there are going to be... I imagine they're putting in options that you can in fact use. Otherwise it would be really cheap if they just go, no. You expected to meet an animal on your journey? Oh, no. We gave you animal kinship, but there's no animals in the story. Sorry, I didn't know you wanted animals in the story. I suppose arguably, yeah, animal kinship with the wolf factor. We'll go with that. And finally, I say finally, I've no idea finally. It's just we've been going along these options for quite some time. Your sixth sense enhances your natural intuition, helping you to identify and counter unseen dangers. Camouflage enables you to blend into your surroundings, enhancing your stealth and secrecy. Ooh. I think we'll hide in the shadows. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of healing, mind over matter, animal kinship, and camouflage for Summerland and the Kai. Let us go. This is me. Look at me. I'm awesome. I have many talents. I have an epic tree, and I have something or other there that I don't know what. Is this your story? Is this your past? Yes. Yes, it is. Here we go.
For many centuries, the Kai Lords defended their kingdom of Sommerland from the Dark Lords of Helgadad.
Yeah, you always got to be careful of Helga, especially when he's a dad.
But finally came their demise. 3 years ago, The monastery of your warrior order
Like
was
Somerset.
attacked by the armies of the Dark Lords.
Here.
The
What
Kai were
here, what are those
destroyed.
Dark Lords doing down here? We
Were
don't
the only
know.
one who survived the final battle.
Oh, I'm the only one who survived the final battle of Somerset.
You retrieved the Somersword, the one weapon that can slay a Dark Lord of Helgedale.
There you go. I got the sword of
The
Somerset.
Dark Lord leader.
I got my cider from Somerset, and that's the only thing that can destroy Dark Lords.
Now, the lesser Dark Lords hunger to take their revenge. It falls to you, the last Kai Lord of Sommerland, to crush their evil
Dark Lord
schemes
Edgerg.
once more.
In Somerset, that Edgerg, he's going to get drunk on my cider, and that'll be me defeating him. There's another page gone. Oh, sorry, this page is loading. Can you imagine? I suppose arguably, I say, can you imagine that happening? Yeah, that's kind of the fundamentals of digital devices nowadays, isn't it? You can have books that will go loading now. Loading. Anyway, okay. You can turn the pages, dragging them to the leftmost part of the screen, or through a double click on the right side of the page. You can also go back to any previous page of the current chapter. Click on the bookmark to open the tome interface and access its sections. They will let you access everything that you need to manage your character and your story. Okay. Right, let's... Oh, that's quite satisfying. Oh, yeah. Oh. Can I go from the top as well? Oh, yeah. That's a good pill. It's a very good pill. Can I sort of... Yeah, just sort of toss it aside. Yes, this is my mouse cursor. It's a special mouse cursor for the game. Fuck game! Okay, open book interface or read the book. I don't know yet. Let's open the book interface and find out what all this is about. The red bar represents your vitality, the blue one your Kai power, and the green one your endurance. Each of these icons lets you access different sections of the book. Remember to put your belt to good use. Place potions or other items in its slot and access them while fighting. Choose wisely since you won't be able to open your inventory during a combat session. Additional belt slots can be unlocked by upgrading your Kai armor. Okie dokie. So that's the character sheet. Here's our character sheet. Ooh. The character sheet lets you check Lone Wolf's status. It also contains useful information about the fighting abilities related to the weapons you have equipped. Improves melee damage and Lone Wolf's natural armor. Improves all Kai disciplines and Summerthird damage and Lone Wolf's turn duration. Interesting. Improves dodge, parry, rating, and critical chance of all techniques. Oh, that's everything there. Interesting. I don't know if I'm going to remember all of this stuff, but still. So I've got throwing knives, it would seem. Cool. I've got a shield. I'm assuming that's deliberate, but it does appear to be missing the eye. Because it looks like it's supposed to be a shield, but there you go. Maybe it's meant to be in their sort of language, and their language says it's a shield. Or I suppose, yeah, maybe that's the name. Here we go, because the axe is possibly just called the Greel. It's the axe and Greel. What's that do? Oh, no, that is a thing. Lone Wolf, okay. Oh, does that mean I could oh, no, okay. Oh, that's fancy. I like that. I like the transition as well. That's a really nice transition. Anyway, you are Lone Wolf, the last survivor of Kai Lords and sole survivor of a massacre that destroyed your elite warrior order. You would prefer not to be where you find yourself now, in a narrow mountain pass blanketed with crisp snow, flanked by shadowy timberlands, where icy winds whistle through the branches and chill you to the bone. You would prefer not to be here, but duty has called you to this remote part of your domain. You are the Friar Earl of this territory, which means you cannot have chips without my permission. If you dare have any kind of chip or other fried good, I'll know, because I am the Earl of Fry. And you are responsible for the frying of chips, the safety and security of the hardy Somlending folk who live and prosper in this harsh, mountainous borderland. Okay, so what other bits and pieces do we have up here? What's this? That's the map, that's the journal, and that's my options. Okay, that's cool. And this, I think, is now just continuing the story, where we peel this page over. We peel the page. Excellent. You have received a disturbing report that someone in the vicinity is frying chips. Son of a bitch. Around the mining village of Rockstarn, and all communication with the village has ceased. Fearful that the settlement may have been attacked by Gix and other Darkland raiders, you have come here to assess for yourself the true situation. After a seemingly endless trek through snow and ice, you have almost reached your destination. Your horse becomes increasingly nervous as you approach the outskirts of the mining settlement. Oof. Is that just a picture? Yeah, it is. It's nice. I just wasn't sure if it was going to go into a cutscene. That was the key thing. But I think on to the next page of my book. The smell of wood smoke is being carried along on the chill air, and its acrid aroma unsettles you both. This is not the reassuring smell of smoke that arises from hearth or furnace in the depths of winter. This is the smell of wanton destruction. Hell yeah. These people have destroyed the wonton soup. That's why we're not going to meet anybody, because they're all just indoors going, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that much wonton soup. Your heart sinks, knowing that you yourself will not get any soup. You have journeyed here as quickly as the harsh weather would permit, but despite your valiant effort, you may have arrived too late. Make your choice. What is my choice? You don't master this discipline. You don't want to waste any more time. You urge your horse to gallop. You decide to be careful and proceed on foot. Well, technically I chose the thinking man's option, so I feel obliged to continue with being the thinking man. The forest clings to the steep mountainside on both sides of the trail. The ground here is very difficult to traverse on foot and in posse. In posse? In posse? Nah. What you should have done... what you should have done was allowed me to make the choice, and then we go to the next page where the entire sentence goes. That would be... that, I think, is the optimal way of doing it. Just completely bring this whole paragraph, or beginning of a paragraph, onto the next page. Failing that, bare minimum, what would have been good is if they'd just gone the forest to and then put impossible on the next page. I suppose if I'm wrong that word is not impossible, then they've surprised me, and they win an award for surprising me. Bull. See, no, you do not. I can just about tolerate the fact that they done that. The equipment. That's just tolerable. That, however, that is not. They should have put the impossible on the next line. It would have been better. Anyway, it would be impossible on horseback. Luckily I didn't gallop then. It comprises jagged rocks and loose shale interspersed with treacherously deep and narrow fissures, and they are all covered by a blanket of ice and snow. It will be a very difficult route to take, but if you were to always keep the trail in sight, it would be a sure way to reach Rockstarn. You dismount and pat your horse's head reassuringly. Then you retrieve your equipment and personal items from the saddlebag. The horse senses. Whoa, I'm reading, game. I'm reading. Don't you start flapping me fucking book. God damn impertinence from a book. The horse senses that you must leave him now and go ahead alone. He neighs, softly, yet sadly.
Fear not for it, dear friend. You have fulfilled your duty with courage. Now you must return alone to the monastery, where you will be safe. Go as fast as you are able. We shall be reunited there before too long.
Your horse lowers his head and affectionately he nuzzles your shoulder. His unquestioning love and loyalty warms your heart. With a last pat of his forehead, you send him on his way, back along the track and the mountain road that leads to the Kai Monastery. I may have saved the horse. This pleases me. You watch him go until he is lost among the trees. I may have made the horse get lost in a forest instead of dying on the rocks. Fair enough. That's not necessarily better, but let's hope for the best. Then you steel your nerves and resolve to reach Rockstarn as quickly as you can on foot. You tackle the difficult ascent with dexterity until you find that the way ahead is blocked by a vast wall of snow. This obstruction is a result of an avalanche that swept down the mountainside a few days earlier, carrying with it many trees and loose boulders. The village of Rockstarn lies beyond this great wall of snow and shattered timber. What is my choice, and how will I make it? Okay, it's going to be dangerous, but you decide to climb over the avalanche. Through animal kinship, you commune with the wild looking for help. Or you feel there must be a way to clear the snow itself from the path. Like, I'm leaning towards these two because, of course, I chose the idea of being thoughtful, and I equally chose the idea of animal kinship. But I don't know, just randomly, I suppose it's feeling like a session of D&D, isn't it? I choose to randomly shout into the wild, "Help me, beasts! Help me!" and hope for the best. But I don't know. Let's. Yeah, no, I think there's no guarantee there's wild animals here, so I feel like the best option would be to think it through yourself and understand the situation. So we're going to go with that. Oh, interesting. Making a decision through the multiple choice menu may trigger an action event. Be ready for anything or face the consequences. Okay. You can choose how to interact with action events in the game settings. You can choose between keyboard or mouse interaction. I've got mouse interaction at the moment. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the charge event's going to be. In order to perform a charge action event correctly, click repeatedly on the central circle to charge it until it's filled. If you don't fill the circle in time, it will disappear. Okay, well, let's try, I think. Is this... rapid fire. I've pushed it. I've pushed it real good. Push it. Push it real good. You examine the wall of snow and discover that a large section is being held in place by a boulder perched precariously on the edge of a steep decline. If you were able to dislodge this boulder, the snowy wall of this section would collapse. It would create a gap through which you could pass to the far side, without having to make the treacherous ascent to the summit of the avalanche debris. Tell you what I'm going to try. I'm going to pop you over to Lone Wolf, and then we'll have him standing there, lurking off to the side. You scour the surrounding trees looking for a solid branch that you can use as a lever. Fortunately, you discover an ideal bough, strong and straight, and set to work fixing it in place behind the boulder. With all your strength, you pull on the end of the stout branch and feel the boulder start to move. There is a loud noise like the rumble of thunder, and suddenly the boulder falls away into the decline, and the snow behind collapses, burying you completely. Fearing suffocation, you struggle to free yourself from the grip of this crushing white prison. After what seems like an eternity, you break through to the surface and gulp down lungfuls of cold, fresh air. You came close to being suffocated to death, and this near-death experience leaves you feeling shocked and acutely aware of your mortality. As you regain your composure, you see that the way ahead is now clear. A V-shaped cleft has appeared where the snow wall has collapsed. You traverse the gap in the avalanche, but you are brought to a halt by something black and metallic protruding from the snow. It is the hilt of a sword. From its crude shape and black metal pommel, you deduce that it is a Gek sword. With your hands you scoop away the snow from around the sword's blade, and you make a gruesome discovery. The tip of this Gyek weapon is embedded in the frozen chest of a little boy, 7 years old at most. You bite back your feelings of anger and revulsion. Carefully you remove the caked snow from the child's brown hair, from his head. Well, I sincerely hope it's from his head. If it's from anywhere else, you shouldn't be touching. And from the fragile shoulders of this innocent victim. You are filled with a great sadness when you see the look of sheer horror that is frozen, literally, on his tender young face. A small pendant hangs around the child's neck, Steelett. I mean, what? It is made of Somlending gold, and there is a name inscribed on it. Kerrick. You retrieve this pendant and put it safely in your backpack. Then you cover the dead boy's body with snow and say a prayer to Goddess Ishir to keep his spirit safe from the forces of darkness. You salute the boy's icy burial mound and pass through the gap in the snow wall to the far side. You are now less than a mile from Roxstan. Beyond the gap in the avalanche wall you find the village trail. It is open and clear of obstructions. You start to run along the trail, mindful that you have lost too much time already. You follow the road as it snakes gently through the high timberland, and it is not long before you see the path straighten as it approaches the entrance to Roxstan. A whirling grey spire of smoke is rising into the cloudy sky above this ravaged settlement. It is being carried along by the icy breeze that whips and howls through the main street. A rustling sound. Makes you freeze in mid-step. Slowly you turn to face the sound, and you see a pair of hooded amber eyes staring at you from the cover of snowy foliage. They are the eyes of a wolf, an old male with a distinctive patch of white fur in the centre of his forehead. You sense that the rest of his pack is close by. The wolf pack leader nuzzles his way through the foliage and approaches you. Well, luckily I can talk to animals, so hopefully this is not going to be a situation. But, look at the wolf there. He's coming for me. His thick grey body fur is highlighted with gold-coloured hairs that ripple and gleam as he draws closer. He is a powerful hunter, yet you have no need to be afraid of him. With a narrowing of his wise eyes, he warns you that great danger lies ahead. Yes, my friend, you murmur quietly. Yet face this danger I must. Here are my people. They are my pack. I am their leader, and I must protect them. The Mountain Pass. We have travelled all this way to here. The world map lets you decide which narrative section to unlock next. Pay attention when you choose. Some decisions cannot be undone. It also lets you access the merchants you have unlocked. Well, I don't think I've got any of those yet. The world map can be accessed from the tome interface. Meditation is the skill that Lone Wolf uses to rest and recover vitality points, endurance, and Kai power. You can meditate only before leaving your current location, before triggering a new narrative section. If you are ambushed while meditating, you'll start the combat session with your Kai powers on cooldown. Oh, right, that's fair. While moving on the map or during meditation, there is a chance that you will trigger a random encounter. Why do I sort of suspect that chance is 100% right now? But we shall see. Oh, there we go, he's moving. Off he goes. Good lad. Do you want to write your story from here? Yes, I think I do. It's my only choice at the moment, so... The village of Roxstan was once a thriving and vibrant mining community, nestling among the slopes on the surrounding mountains. Life here on the border with the Darklands is harsh, yet the villagers of Roxstan are a hardy and industrious community. They are fiercely loyal to you, their liege lord, and to King Ulna and Sommerland. Now Roxstan lies silent and smouldering, The noise of its steam engines and its armory no longer echoes among the high peaks. Cautiously you approach the entrance to the village. It is eerily quiet. The smell of wood smoke that you detected from a distance is now heavy with the cloying stench of death. You stare unblinkingly at the horrific scene that greets you. The blood-soaked and lifeless bodies of the villagers lie strewn about the streets. Many were cut down as they fled, while others died fighting desperately to protect their loved ones and their homes. Recent snowfall has covered the slain with a thin white shroud, sparing you the unsettling sight of their gaping frozen wounds. All around, several shops and dwellings have been badly burned or completely destroyed by fire. There are too many victims hereabouts for you to gather their bodies and give them a decent burial, as is the customary practice in Sommerland. The terrible price that has been paid by the villagers of Roxstan, partly as a consequence of your late arrival, weighs heavily on your heart. You close your eyes, raise your face to cloudy sky, and make a silent plea to Goddess Eshir to gather and protect the souls of the slain. You open your eyes and advance along the main street, your nerves as taut as wound steel wires. Then you hear something. It is the sound of bare feet on fresh snow. I don't think I've got anything that can... Not got anything that really crunches, but... I don't know if that made any noise whatsoever, but there you go. It is followed by the rattle of loose armour. Not quite as jangly as I wanted it to be, but look, I've got a very limited array of props in my immediate vicinity for sound effects. And a gurgling growl that sets your pulse racing. Boom, 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 boom. It is a gyak. It drools through its sharp, uneven teeth. You recognize the foul gyak language and know enough of it to translate this creature's chilling utterance. I bring you a slow death. Your fears are confirmed by the presence of this hateful gyak. Roxstan has been attacked by a gyak raiding party. The creature stalking towards you is only one of many now occupying the village. The gyak closing in, and defiantly you stand your ground. You can expect to receive no mercy from this creature, and you will give none in return. It's time to fight. Now this is the bit I've been slightly dreading, because I've no idea how you fight in this game. I don't know if it's an action-based one, or a turn-based one, or something else. I don't know. Sort of hoping turn-based. I'd enjoy it a bit more if it's turn-based, but there you go. When the action buttons appear near Lone Wolf's body, I got confused with buttons. When they appear near his buttons, it means that it is your turn to strike. Okay, that's interesting. That suggests turn-based combat. Good. Each button grants access to a specific class of abilities according to its position and look. Interesting. During your turn, make your choices before the yellow bar empties. You won't be able to attack or use consumables before the bar is completely refilled. Okay, possibly we're looking at sort of, I don't know, that's sort of an inverted action time, sort of Final Fantasy VII type thing. So use the axe. Okay, main hand abilities. You can perform 3 main combat techniques with the weapon you wield in your main hand. A quick strike that is difficult to dodge or parry, a heavy blow that is slower but deals more damage, and a lethal combination of attacks. When a melee weapon is wielded in the offhand, it also makes special combat abilities available in the circle menu. These abilities add a further layer of strategy to battles. Try them all and define your fighting style. The green bar represents your endurance, which is the resource you use to perform physical actions, including all melee combat techniques and offensive action events. Okay, so this was quick attack, heavy attack, combined attack. Okay. Oh, that's expensive. Let's just maybe. Oh, wolf slice. Interesting. Cutting blow. Don't know if that timer is going down or not. I don't think it is. I think it's quite rapid when it does go down. And at the moment it's paused. A cutting blow dealt with the shield that causes hemorrhage. It also inflicts shield damage. A wolf's charge. I must admit, hemorrhage sounds quite good. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go for hemorrhage. The wolf slice. Okay, precision event. In order to perform a precision action event correctly, wait for the external outline to touch the central circle. When the circle glows, click it. If you miss it, the circle disappears. Oh dear. This sounds complicated and difficult, but we shall see. I think we did it. It's not as difficult as I made out, but timing's not really kind of my thing. As was evident there with the whole lack of rhythm to the song. Some attacks can cause altered status to both enemies and lone wolf. Each status has different characteristics and some of them can be cured by elixirs. Causes physical damage over time, which I think is what I did. Causes fire and holy damage over time. Causes poison damage over time. The target is stunned and unable to act for a while. The target is unable to perform melee and ranged attacks. The target receives more physical damage. The target is unable to dodge or parry. I'm never going to remember all of these, but there you go. Lone Wolf's Kai disciplines are temporarily disabled. Lone Wolf's vitality, Kai power and endurance are reduced by half until the end of the current fight. That's going to be a nasty one. Nasty boys. Temporarily incapacitated. For a limited time, the enemy can't attack with the main hand weapon. Causes physical damage over time that increases progressively. When this debuff is active, Lone Wolf has limited time to defeat his enemy. That sounds like Doom, I suppose. Endurance, automatic regeneration is temporarily halted. All sound particularly brutal. Right, so let's go in for a bog standard slicey dice. Nice. And now, do you know what? I might have a crack at some ranged weapons just for a bit, shits and giggles. The use of all the range techniques is connected to the equipped ranged weapon, throwing knives or crossbow. Ranged attacks consume ammunition. Crossbows have firepower as their main stat, increases bolt damage. So what we got here? Multiple throws, a sequence of knife throws, which inflict damage for each knife that hits. Just a basic one single knife throw, and a fan of knives. Apparently I can't do a fan of knives. I'm not a huge fan of knives. Standard projectile damage, go. Bam! Stab him in the face with your lovely axe. The Thumethid. This holy weapon grants you the ability of performing devastating fighting techniques because of its magical origin. In order to wield it, you will need Kai power instead of endurance. A single cooldown is shared by all Third attacks. Okay, well, let's try the Sunburst. Oh, yeah, no, I've got enough for the Sunburst. Fuck it, let's try the Sunburst. In order to perform a charge action event, click repeatedly in the central circle. Yes, we have done one of these before. I am Lone Wolf. I will fuck you up with my summer sword. Oh, you went down like a little bitch. Oh, there's another one. Okay, well, that's alarming. Okay, I wasn't expecting another one. Gotta wait my turn to attack. And then I guess what we'll do is I'll probably have a little poo, really, because this is concerning. Triggers additional attacks if it connects. This slow strike is more likely to be parried or dodged. No, fuck it, let's just do bog standard. Now, what was the other? Oh, it's my Kai disciplines. Okay. Kai discipline action button is placed over the belt. When clicked, it displays your Kai disciplines just as other action buttons. Blue bar represents a Kai. Refills automatically during a fight when you kill an enemy. Your intelligence enhances this effect. Okay, so you can summon the Dernkrag Wolf to fight alongside you. A series of ferocious bites. This powerful skill enables you to lift some objects and hurl them at your enemies, using only the power of your mind. Mind. For a brief period of time, your melee attacks always hit their target and generate critical hits. You also become more likely to parry or dodge. That's good, I can get out of that menu, that's very helpful. Oh, is he going to do something? So I wonder if maybe, yeah, if I stance... Oh no, maybe he's not going to do something. Okay, okay, interesting. This is the one, I spotted it earlier, and this is the one that concerns me, because I think it's going to be awkward. It looks like it should be simple, but I think it's one of those systems that's going to be awkward for me to do. Partially because I haven't got a huge amount of room, so you know, like I can move the mouse all over the screen, but also it's not locked to the screen, so it might prove troublesome there as well. I don't know. I'm just making excuses now so that when I fail it, we've established all the reasons why I failed it. Okay, so arrow time. Yeah, nice one. Oh yeah, boy. You tried to attack the wolf. You get the bitings. You going at me again, son? You going at me again? Oh, you did, but I didn't get a chance to dodge that one, which is a shame. This time, basic attack again. I think a couple of bog standard attacks. Oh no, I can't do 2 in a row there. Combination seems like it'd be slightly sort of daft to do again, but still. Ends with a crushing strike. Stun the enemy? Yeah, go for it. We'll try that. Oh, bop! Stunned, bitch. Which means I should have some degree of time to possibly get some of my moves back. But I'm going to have to wait mid-turn. But he's stunned, so that's kind of pleasing me. And do I have my basic bog standard? Yes, I do. Excellent. Oh, I think maybe I was supposed to click? I don't know. I may have missed an opportunity to click in some fashion. It's just it kind of flashed up and went, and I didn't know what that icon meant. I've got to admit, the transition between the sort of quote-unquote real graphics and the book graphics are delicious. I absolutely love those. Treasure! Loot the bastard! Throwing knives! An aspiran! Can be equipped in the offhand. I'm quite liking the shield, truth be told. But I can't lie, it's not bad. Throwing knives, we've just got a couple more, that's fine. Iron and a finest leather pouch. I'm going to take it all, yeah. I'll take it all. You derive no pleasure from killing. I mean, it sounded a bit like I derived pleasure when he died. I did seem quite pleased. You derive no pleasure from killing, but if there is only one survivor still alive in the village, you vow to do everything you can to find and keep them safe. You turn away from the Gyak's corpses and scour the surrounding buildings for signs of life, but this part of Rockstan and its inhabitants were hit especially hard. It looks as if the Gyaks wanted to make doubly sure that nobody could escape and raise the alarm. The houses and stores are badly damaged, their once fine facades blackened and charred by fire. The closest building is near to collapse. Much of the roof has fallen in and its walls are cracked and holed. Above the smouldering door you can still see a sign and make out the inscription, Hankar's Store. The store is in such a dangerous condition that you feel it is unsafe to enter. However, it has an attached warehouse that has survived virtually intact. You try to enter, but the door has been barred from the inside. What are my choices? Okay. You try to reach a large hole that you spotted in front of the building. You concentrate your mind powers on the door itself. You rely on your strength to bash the door down. No, I think as I have mind powers, I will use mind powers. You concentrate. Oh, I was going to say you're going to have to help me out here because I don't know what the fuck you want. Wait for the external outline to touch the... Oh, okay, it's that one again. That's fine. That's fine. I can do that one. It's just it didn't obviously show that was going to be the case. Yeah, got it. Oh, shit, that's a charge as well. Fuck. Okay, I need extra warnings when you're going to change games on me, game. Got it. Yeah. You put your Kai powers to good use. You detect that the door is secured by a plank of wood, held in place by 2 iron brackets. These brackets have been badly weakened by the fire. You will the plank to rise up and whirl about the storeroom. You hear a loud thud, followed immediately by an angry curse. The spinning plank has hit a Gyak hard on the head. You sense there is more than one Gyak in the store. Seizing the element of surprise, you throw the door open and rush into the store with your weapon raised, ready to strike. Here we go again. Into the fight. I am Lone Wolf. You stand no chance. Oh, it's such a glorious transition. Beautiful. When you are fighting 2 or more enemies, you can choose which one to attack by clicking on him. I would think doing you is probably the best bet. I missed it slightly. I was too early. I was too excitable. Slice and dice your gonads today. Unfortunately, yeah, I was going to say, I've just... that's why, multiple targets, yeah. I think we'll try 3 knives. Yeah, that seemed to go well enough. Unfortunately, we've not got nothing left, so he thinks I'm going to have to wait for my endurance to go up. What he thinks when I get my endurance... Ow! He stabbed me in the testicles. I did not enjoy that fact. Now slice it, dicey, you little bitch. Ow! That is just rude. Please don't do that again. I must admit, I'll tell you what, we're going to try stunning this guy again. Be stunned once more, and then we can possibly focus in on this man again. Hopefully, one dagger. Is one dagger enough? No! Shitey ball bags. Big shitey ball bags. Ow, he's really doing some painful things to my body. He's doing painful things to my body. Where's my healing pours? Do I not get my healing? Oh, I don't get healing at the moment because I've got not got the old... dang it, he's doing it again. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Get up, that's it. Chase, get up. Remember to fill your belt with useful items such as potions or other consumables. Okay. I think you're quite right. Maybe a potion is going to be worth downing at this point since I'm getting absolutely fucking wrecked. God damn it, he's fucking... Now his friend's back. Ow! Cock. This is proving quite troublesome after all. Well, that's one. Oh, one little dude dealt with. Dang it, I've got to wait my turn again. This is a risky situation. It's a weird battle system. Just a weird battle system, I find. I know that's possibly not necessarily reasonable to say, but it is. I'm finding it a weird battle system. Simple strike should finish him off. Excellent. Oh, cock! I keep just neglecting the idea that there's some kind of boom bonus at the end there. It just doesn't seem to strike at me that it is a thing. But I get the impression if I click there, it might do something extra. What? I don't know, but you know, you hope it's something good. A Lounge potion, vitality and endurance, pine, and throwing knives once again. Yes, and gold crown 16. Take them all. This was once a thriving general store, but now it lies in ruin, its structure badly damaged by fires that were started deliberately by the marauding Gyaks. Much of its stock has also been looted or despoiled by these unwelcome invaders. A map of Rockstan and the surrounding mountainous area hangs on the soot-blackened wall. This mining village is built on a plateau of rock overlooking the sunken forest. The entrance to its famous Brunnin mines is located in the southeast part of the crater-like wall of rock that surrounds and contains the wooded depression. You suspect the Brunnin may be the reason why the Gyaks have attacked Rockstan in force. You search through the debris that covers the floor, but there is little of value to be found. You are about to stop your search and leave the store when behind the store's counter you discover something that sparks your curiosity. It is a large wooden chest, and it is locked. Do I have thief skills? I don't know. It depends on what they are asking me to do. How complicated is this lockpicking? Because some are tolerable, some absolutely intolerable. To open the lock, you must find the right position for the pick. You can rotate the pick by dragging it to the left or right to left or to the right. The pick will rotate around the lock. When you position the pick, you can try and force the lock with the knife. You can force the lock with the knife by dragging it to the left. You can't force with the knife while you are moving the pick. When forced, the lock will start rotating. It's Skyrim. I think this is Skyrim, isn't it? Yeah. Which is not a bad. It's not one of the worst lock-picking games in existence. When you find the position for the lock pick, force with the knife and the lock will open. If the pick is not in the right position and you force the lock, the pick will start losing durability. If you force too much, the pick will break. You can decide to give up at any time. Okay, well, I suppose... How do I know when the pick's losing durability? Yeah. Alright. Try that. Yeah. Okay, I feel like we did get further, so we'll wrap round a little bit more. Oh, you bastard. Surprisingly delicate pick. Although, having said that, I feel like I got less distance there after all. No, really not sure if we're getting closer. God damn it, I think we might be getting closer this way. Which actually, no, probably not then. I don't know. I think I'm going to burn through all of my picks trying this. Turns out this one might actually be a slightly more obnoxious lockpick system than I was giving it credit for there. If I just... Okay, so if I release the button, I might be able to... So that's... Oh, ah, you bastard. But that suggests we are bloody close, maybe. God damn it. God fucking... Come on. Ah, you fucking cocksucker. As is possibly evident, I don't like this. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! I was like, don't be an arsehole now, game. There we go. I burnt through 3 picks trying to do that, so I hope it's a bloody good reward. You managed to pick the lock, and now... The now show? The container lies open in front of you. You look inside and find some valuable items that could prove useful. Loot the chest. Oh, hell yeah, no, that's good. Another potion is always going to be a good thing. More throwing knives, excellent. Leather, superior leather. And Larnama bread. Ooh, Larnama bread restores my Kai powers. Take it all. I'll take it all. Why would I ever not take it all? When you leave the store and return to the main street, a gust of icy wind bites into the exposed flesh of your face, and the sudden chill makes you shiver. The winter sun is completely obscured by thick grey clouds, yet you are able to tell the time of day without its helpful presence. It is nearing midday. Ah, we're back on the map. Excellent. So now, somewhere online I can meditate, can't I, to try and get my Ghiblies back. There we go. Excellent. You don't sense immediate dangers. This is a safe place to meditate. Go. Do your best Geralt of Rivia impression. You meditate. Excellent. I feel fully rested and more than ready to move on to Redallion's workshop. Off we go, sir. Off we go. Do you want to write your story from here? Yes. Yes, I do. You follow the main street, tense and alert, ever watchful for signs of human life and Gyak raiders. Suddenly the door of a nearby building is thrown open, and into the street pour a gang of Gyaks, growling and waving their black-bladed weapons above their loathsome heads. You steel yourself for imminent combat, but your concentration is broken when you glimpse a human is among their number. It is a girl, in her late teens, with short dark hair and sharp sparkling eyes. Judging from her appearance and her clothing, she does not look like a typical Rockstan villager. Make your choice. Ooh, okay, so intervene, you'll fight the Gyaks in the open. I don't master that discipline, fair enough. You take advantage of the confusion to observe the girl. That seems a little bit pervy, to be honest, but I suppose I've got camouflage skills, and I feel like that would lead to a surprise attack, if anything. So I think I'm going to remain observing. So I'm going to just sort of perv on the girl a little bit. Oh, here we go. Something is happening. No, okay, there we go. Oh, it's because I just used key power, or Kai powers, sorry. I didn't know I was going to do that. Oh, that's almost a shame, because that means I've not got as much for the fights, but never mind. You call upon your Kai powers to help you blend into your surroundings. Your outline becomes blurry and hard to make out. Your face and hands change colour, as does your clothing, to a mottled mix of greys and sooty black. You bring your breathing under control and stand perfectly and completely still. Suddenly the girl breaks free from the gang of gyaks that surround her, and she runs into the middle of the street. Then she spins on her heel to face her pursuers. In the blink of an eye, she upholsters a small crossbow. Is that meant to be unholsters? Because upholster would be she makes like a sofa or something. I'm going to look it up. I'm curious now. I'm going to look it up to see if upholster is... Let's find out what it is. Yeah, more definitions, please, because this is what I was thinking. Provide furniture with a... yeah. Upholster. Provide furniture with a soft padding covering. The chairs were upholstered in red velvet. Do we have some other... No? I don't think we've got any other definitions in fairness. No. No, as I say, I don't think that... I don't feel like that's right. Yeah, I definitely feel like that's supposed to be unholster. Oh well, I'm picking it apart for no good reason. That's fine. It is unlike any crossbow you've ever seen before. Well, that's because it's covered in some kind of sort of silky padding. But there you go. Pew 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 pew. Whoa, she's awesome. Can you be my friend? Because in fairness, I'm supposed to be the lone wolf. I can't really have friends. She levels the strange crossbow at the leading gyak and sends a steel bolt straight between the creature's hateful eyes. The other gyaks, confident the girl's weapon is now empty, growl with glee and leap towards her. She fires again, and another gyak falls dead. Then another. The crossbow is reloading itself as fast as she can fire it. Her aim is excellent, and she makes sure that every shot counts. In a handful of seconds, she dispatches all of the gyaks. Not one of them is left alive. Then she holsters her weapon and sprints across the street towards the gabled houses on the opposite side. Wait! I suppose I'm invisible, so she can't see me. The girl is nowhere to be seen. You focus your gaze on the houses opposite. All of you, look. Look at the house. Look at the house now, please. All of you. I need all of you to focus on the house opposite. I'm focusing my gaze. Fresh tracks leading towards the front door of the largest house. It has escaped the fire that has ravaged much of this area, and clearly you can read the ornate sign fixed above the door, Redallion the Inventor. Stealthily you approach the front door and twist its iron handle. It is locked. Well, we're probably not going to do well with pick lock. I have a feeling you were going to either ask me to ram the door or pick the lock. I don't really want to pick the lock, but I'm not really a strength-based person, so I'll have a go at picking the lock, but I feel like I'm probably going to get attacked from behind before I get the chance to do it. But we will see, I suppose. The winter is biting at me. Come on. Oh, God, can you... Oh, you don't know. I was going As I can you imagine if it was like the first? No, that seemed worse. Oh. Magic. Oh, nah, you bastard. But we are getting close there. Ah, you son of a cock. I think it's slightly straighter. Something like that, maybe. I'm going to have to be careful because this is my last bloody lockpick. Oh, yes, yes! Told you I had to be careful because it was the last lockpick, and so I was. I was devilishly close to going yes, Queen. I don't know why, it just sort of almost cropped up. The excitement of picking a lock apparently made me want to say the phrase yes, Queen. You hear the click of the lock opening, and you reach for the door handle. One twist, and it opens easily on its well-oiled hinges. Cautiously, you enter the open doorway and catch your first glimpse of the interior of Redallion's house. It is furnished with sturdy chairs and tables, all stacked high with blueprints of inventions, prototype clockwork devices, and tools of all kinds. Your eyes adapt quickly to the dark interior, and your ears detect the scurry of female feet, shod in soft leather. I'm afraid it's going to have to be the same as the snow. I regret that decision because that's a dusty cloth, and I've just put dust in here. It's fine. From out of the shadows, the girl comes running towards you. Who are you? I'm Lone Wolf, and I am your liege lord, you reply, taken aback by her impertinent tone. And who are you? Oh, you're not knocking on heaven's door. I'm Leandra. Len? Is it? No, I think that is an I. I think it's meant to be an I. It's a little bit of a fancier font. Oh, no, it's definitely an I there. So, Yen. I'm Leandra Yen Redallion. Oh, I see. It is possibly meant to be Ian then. Ian Redallion. I don't know. I don't think a fantasy character should be called Ian. So we'll call him Yen. Yen Redallion is my father. I'm just going to double check here because it seems to be flashing at me, so I'm just curious precisely what it's doing with the flashing situation. The journal contains additional information about your mission and the world around you, together with the quest items. Cool. So I've got the sly knife. This small and specialised knife may not be a lethal weapon. If you are skilled enough, however, it can help you open most locked doors. Oh, that's the knife I'm using, yeah. And Kerrick's pendant. That could come in handy at some point, I suppose. And the summer third. Anyway, let's find out more about Leandra. Leandra's voice is tense and irritable. It's as if she resents having to answer your simple question. This is not how the villagers would normally address their liege lord, and you assume she must be in a state of shock. Thank you, my lord, she says, her voice dripping with sarcasm. So gracious of you to visit our humble little village. Such a pity you arrived too late. Far too late. Her harsh words shock you into stunned silence. You're a little unnerved by her disrespect and her belligerence. Take her out and flog her. Give her 10 of the best. You remain silent as you ponder on the girl's irreverent manners. All things considered, you decide to address the girl as diplomatically as you can. Yes, we'll do the intelligence thing. The girl is clearly upset by the calamity that has befallen her village, her friends, and her family. You soften your expression and try to console her sympathetically. I came as soon as I received word that you were in trouble. I have sent an urgent message to the king, and he will send troops here to deal with the Gyaks. Of that you can be sure. The girl nods her head, acknowledging your words of comfort, but she does not say anything in reply. You sense that she is not entirely convinced that what you say will come to pass. She goes to the front door and closes it before she says anything more. The girl goes and stands next to a latticed window at the front of the house. Anxiously, she peers into the street beyond. She is fearful that more Gyaks will arrive soon and try to break into her house. You stand on the other side of the window and try to get her to talk to you. Together you keep watch for marauding gangs of Gyaks. After a few minutes of uneasy silence, Finally, she relents and tells you what has happened to Roxstan. She also tells you something about herself and her famous father. A large raiding party of Gyaks, supported by Drakarim, attacked the village, and the day before yesterday, they gained entry into the village by way of the large steam-powered elevator platform. This elevator is used to hoist wagons of Bronin ore and convey miners to the floor of the sunken forest. Roxstan was attacked during the day. From this fact, you deduce that the raiders were not focused upon killing the townsfolk, since they launched their attack at a time when the village was least occupied. Many of the villagers were down in the sunken forest when the attack began, either working in the mines or gathering timber. These lucky ones have all since taken refuge in the mines, which may well be the safest place to be at present, and certainly the easiest to defend. Unfortunately, the timing of the attack caught the most vulnerable villagers unawares and undefended. You recall the macabre sight that greeted your arrival, and a shiver runs down your spine. The armies of the Dark Lords are cruel beyond reason. They delight in murder and mayhem and know no other way. Leandra is unsure about precisely what the raiders came for, but she stayed behind to sabotage the elevator. She acted with the help of Tarlor, the village sheriff. By doing so, she would prevent the Gyaks from pursuing and killing her kinfolk before they could reach the sanctuary of the mines. She has since played cat and mouse with the Gyaks, constantly moving and hiding to avoid being captured or killed. She tells you that she removed 3 essential parts of the elevator mechanism: the compression valve, the drivetrain, and the control handle. She has one of the parts in her pocket. It is the compression valve. The other 2 parts are in separate locations in the village. Leandra tells you that Tarlor the sheriff has the control handle, and that she hid the drive chain in the foundry near to the ore smelting works, a large building located close to the cliff edge. Without these parts, the elevator is useless. The Gyaks cannot return to the forest floor. They're trapped here. The cliff is steep and sheer, and it's too treacherous to descend by rope. Leandra is anxious to rejoin her father and the others who are now hiding in the mines. Roxstan is far too dangerous a place for her to stay here any longer, but she is sorely aware that the only way down to the forest floor is by using the elevator. To do this, she must have all 3 of the missing parts so that she can refit them and get the elevator working again. What is my choice? I can ask Leandra if she works as a father's assistant. Feel the urge to move on, there's no time to lose. Or you are impressed by Leandra's skills and you ask about them. I mean, I was impressed by her skills, but I don't know, it seems oddly impertinent to just straight up come out with the statement, yeah, I was impressed by your skills, how'd you get? But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to do that. It just means I feel like I shouldn't. Just going to double check, turn a couple of things off, see if I can identify what's interfering with the connection, but it's not doing too badly. It's just annoying whenever you see the little red icon in the corner of your eye going, I'm losing internet now. Anyway, let's ask about her skills. As I say, it seems impertinent, but she was reasonably impertinent to me, so let's just go with it. You tell her that you are very impressed by the courage she has shown. Your compliment makes her smile, but only a little. It's the first time you've seen her relax her stern expression. How have you been able to survive in a village full of enemies? You ask. Leandra's smile broadens. I followed my father's footsteps as an inventor. But my work is, how shall I say, less theoretical and more personal. She flicks back her cloak to reveal her holstered crossbow. I might be able to do a cloak. There you go. I don't know. Again, very difficult to know precisely what noise is being picked up, and I moved some cloth. I'm a crack shot with this. It's kept me out of harm's way so far, but now I have only a few bolts left. My ammunition is running out fast, and so too, I fear, is my luck. She reaches to a velvet pouch hanging from her leather belt. She clicks open its clasp and takes out a small metal cylinder which she hands to you. I think this compression valve would be better off in your safekeeping. Please keep it secure. Our lives may depend on it. You take the compression valve and store it carefully in your backpack. Leandra stares directly into your eyes and says, I am determined to join my father and my people in the mine. You have come here to pursue the raiders and avenge the destruction they have wrought, is that not so? If you help me, then I will help you. You're going to need a working elevator to reach the forest floor. Without it, you'll not be able to discover the reason for this attack. Leandra says, When the Gyaks discovered that I'd sabotaged the elevator, they were furious. In their blind rage, they vandalized the pump room and the boiler house. I must go there and make good any damage to the pump and boiler. It's no good replacing the missing parts if there's nothing to power the elevator. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search. And sorry, I was doing an impression of you, Leandra. I do hope you don't mind. I said I was impressed by you, so I thought I'd do an impression. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search for the missing parts, you reply. Leandra nods her approval. Remember, she says, Sheriff Tarlaw has the control handle and the drive chain is hidden in the foundry. I had little chance to hide it properly. There were 2 Gyaks chasing me, as I recall. I threw it among some other chains that were lying on the floor. It's very different to those chains. It's smaller and it's well oiled. The foundry chains are dry and have much bigger links. Very good. This will help me to find the parts, you reply. Your immediate tasks are now clear. You must find Sheriff Tarlaw and retrieve the control handle, and you must go to the foundry and find the drive chain. Oh! Hello! I've gained intelligence! I've gained stealth, I've gained locks, I've gained intelligence, I've gained people skills! My meters have gotten bigger. I met that woman and my Ki power rose. Something drastic. Continue. Or confirm the continue. Chapter 2. Blood on the Snow. Let's go for Blood on the Snow. Leandra prepares for the mission. She gathers up some food and some tools and she puts them in her backpack. As she's fastening the flap, she says something which surprises you. When I saw you for the first time, I thought you were a grown man. But now... Okay, but now you seem really young to me. Seems weird. Seems a weird thing to say. It's fine. But weird. I suppose in fairness, something which surprises you. It did. I can't deny, it did. Leandra shoulders her backpack, then she picks up a stiletto dagger and slips it inside her belt. There's an old tunnel in the cellar of this house, she says, and it runs all the way to the foundry. My father and I often use it to go there and buy the bronin and iron we need for our inventions. You can use it as well to reach the foundry without having to take your chances out in the open. Or you can come with me and I'll show you where the sheriff's office is. The foundry on your own, or the sheriff's office with Leandra. I was putting an extra L in there. The choice is yours. Ooh, I mean... I feel almost obliged to stick with her, but then... I can reach the foundry without going out in the open. Plus, I am the lone wolf, aren't I? Let's be honest. Sheriff's office? No, the foundry. I'm going to go it alone. I'm the lone wolf. I have to. I cannot be seen to be with other people, for I am the lone wolf. After a few moments' consideration, you make your choice. I'll use the tunnel. Leandra replies, You may be young, but you're certainly not foolish. Well, not as foolish as me, I suppose. Leandra bids you follow her. She leads you to the kitchen where the granite hearth is filled with cold ashes. On the mantelpiece above the hearth there is a concealed lever. Leandra pulls this lever and the fireplace starts to rotate. It reveals a flight of stone steps leading down into the darkness. This is the entrance, she says. Good luck. I shall wait for you at the boiler house. It's easy to find. It's the nearest building to the elevator at the edge of the cliff. You bid Leandra good luck and farewell. Then you descend the cold stone steps and make your way along a narrow passageway that is as dark as a moonless night. You hear the fireplace rotating to a close in the distance. Behind you, it shuts with a dull and ominous boom. I don't have anything that would produce a dull and ominous boom. So it'll just have to be boom. Your keen eyesight is powerful enough for you to make good progress in the inky blackness, but you have not gone very far before you see an unexpected obstacle ahead. I didn't blow it up. I've not used any dynamite. Dynamite? Oh, where the fuck is that from? Dynamite? Oh, it's bloody Vigilante. I think, anyway. Fairly certain it's Vigilante. One of the old... Oh, I see. Oh, I was getting very confused there. Because up here I was wondering, what is that? What's that weird symbol? And it's the O from Hodgepodge. It's not in the game, that's why I'm getting confused. Okay, anyway. But you have not gone very far before you see an unexpected obstacle ahead. It is a door constructed of welded iron bars. It reminds you of a door to a jail cell. A closer inspection reveals a lock plate, and when you push hard against it, you discover that this iron door is firmly locked. Leandra never mentioned this door. With the way ahead blocked and the fireplace entrance closed behind you, a tingle of apprehension runs down your spine. When you realize that you are now trapped underground in a narrow stone tunnel. Make your choice. Okay. Punch it. Or lockpick it. Problem is I'm like -1 lockpick, which means I'm going to end up having to punch it, I suspect. And punching it is not necessarily my forte. Especially now I've not been punching things. Let's see how far off we are. But, yeah, as I say, the issue we've got... I like the fact that, I must admit, I like the fact that they've actually changed it up as a jail cell door. Yeah, alright. I wish it had just a little bit more leeway. Would not go amiss. I'm trying my best to be gentle. Yeah. But it is alarmingly difficult. I know that... Ah, you bastard. Yep, there you go. That's it for lockpicks. Balls. And I don't think you can use your balls as a lockpick. Best you could hope for would be if you had a sort of very, very thin, solid penis. With a growing fear... With a growing fear that you may have been trapped in this dark tunnel on purpose, and that it could end up being your final resting place, you scour every inch of the barred door and its metal frame. The door itself is solid and unmoving, but the frame to the left of the door is not so secure. The bolts that fix it to the tunnel wall are badly corroded. A few heavy blows might be all that is needed to dislodge them. You wrap your cloak around your left shoulder and upper arm to afford some protection. Again, that sort of fiddling with cloth. Again, I don't know if it came out as fiddling with cloth or just silence. But still. So arguably we can find out if it was silence. There's definitely something there. Just what, I don't know. To afford them some protection, then you rush towards the frame and slam into it with all the strength you can muster. Fueled by fear and desperation, you ram the frame several times with your shoulder until finally it surrenders to your relentless battering. Badly bruised but thankful to be free of this subterranean prison, you force the frame out of position until there is space enough for you to squeeze through to the tunnel beyond. You follow the tunnel and see the outline of some large objects partially blocking the way ahead. They are barrels and packing crates. The blacksmith at the foundry uses this part of the tunnel as a storage area. It is a good sign. You must be getting close to the foundry itself. Beyond the barrels and boxes, you come to what looks like a dead end, but on closer inspection you find a small lever protruding from the wall. It is very similar to the lever that Leandra pulled to open the concealed fireplace. You depress the lever. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know the purpose anymore. I've been considering giving it all up, but I just don't know anymore. It's all It's all turned to shit, isn't it? I have no hope. I have no future. I depressed the lever. My heart, indeed. I depressed the lever. There's a joke in there somewhere. And a section of the wall grinds open on hidden hinges. There is a small room beyond, lit by grey daylight that streams through its timber-framed window. The chamber is unoccupied, but you can hear something that sets your nerves on edge. From beyond a solitary wooden door, you can detect the clumsy movements and harsh voices of Gyax. I'm just going to double check this again. I think it's literally just this menu again. Oh, I suppose because I've got the cog thing, the compression valve. The compression valve. Anyway, let's make a decision. Make your choice. Okay, interesting. So you wait patiently for a chance to launch a stealth attack. I don't master that. Okay, unafraid of the consequences, you charge. And I don't have that. So I suppose... I mean, I don't exactly have that as a priority skill, but I feel like it's the better one. We'll see what happens. You place your ear to the door and listen closely. There are Gyax in the room beyond. Judging from the echoing sound of their gravelly voices, they occupy a large room, most likely the foundry's main workshop. You hear the sudden scrape of claws on timber. It is very close to your ear, and it makes you pull away from the door with a start. The door handle turns and you reach to your weapon. As you draw it back, so the door swings open, and in comes a battle-scarred Gyak, loose-limbed and unsteady on its feet. It has an empty bottle of wine clutched in its clawed hand. The creature is very drunk. Very, very drunk. It feels no pain when you grab its ugly head and slice open its foul grey throat. The drunken Gyak drops heavily to the floor. Its body twitches and shudders for a few long seconds before it lies still and moves no more. Means it's gone on to done a live stream. I couldn't get anything better than that. I just saw the word Twitch and wanted to make the live stream gag, and that's exactly what you get. It's simple really, isn't it? I can't be bothered. Make your own fucking jokes. Isn't the whole point you're supposed to be making the jokes for us? Nah, I'm just a facilitator for you to make your own jokes. I don't think we smell cheese. Wine, yes, but no cheese. But I suppose you do tend to have cheese and wine. I'm disappointed that this fella doesn't realise he should have had some cheese with his wine. Might not have slit his throat if he'd done it properly. My God, I don't want to come to a dinner party near you. I'll just have the wine, please. Everybody's having the wine and the cheese. I carefully picked the wine to match the cheese and the cheese to match the wine. Have I made myself clear? Yeah, I love the cheese. I love the wine. Oh, don't slice our throats as well. Through the open doorway you can see several Gyaks in the workshop beyond. They have not witnessed the death of their drunken comrade, and you seize the element of surprise and turn it to your advantage. Swiftly and with great dexterity you rush into the foundry workshop and launch a deadly attack on the unwary Gyaks. Here we go again. I do slightly fear battle, because it is surprising how much damage you take, and alarming how much damage you take as well. Especially against 3 of the bastards. Okay, this feels like a problem. Let's use... I feel like that might be enough to eliminate one entirely, so I feel like that's probably worth my effort. Sun Slice! It did not eliminate him entirely, okay. But maybe... Dagger Fans! I'm a fan of daggers. Unfortunately, not a lot of damage for starters. Mixed with the fact that... excellent, right, so 1 is dead. That's what we needed to see. Oh dear, I should have changed target. You can change target while in the radial menu, and I think that would have been the superior option. Okay, so you... Yes, that's the idea. I'll stun this guy and then focus on the other one. Theoretically, anyway. I've got to wait my turn now anyway, so I'll wait for my meter to rise. As I say, it's a weird battle system I'm not 100% sold on. But I think it's serviceable enough. It's just, I think it's going to the more difficult it gets, the more troublesome I think it's going to become. And that's always a problem. As battle systems get more and more troublesome, that's where problems start arising, really. I don't think I've got any energy left. Although, having said that, I can throw daggers. I don't mind the extra interactions. So I don't necessarily mind having to do the sort of click, click, click for the daggers. I quite like that, and especially you can sort of get used to it to a certain extent. So ideally I need this, but I'm going to need 600 endurance, which is slightly problematic because, ow, I'm taking quite a lot of damage. Oh, now I have to wait my turn, which is always bad. But I suppose you do regain endurance, I think, a lot quicker while it's not your turn, perhaps. But I think at this point, let's try healing myself. I knew healing would come in handy. I didn't know I was going to be quite so trashed by this game's volume of damage, but still. Yeah, one single dagger should be more... if I'd done it properly, a single dagger... Well, at this point, why rely on a single dagger when you can rely on multiple daggers to be assured of this creature's death? Is that the end of the battle? Or... Yes, it is. Thank fuck for that. I was hoping... I was slightly concerned that they were going to throw even more gyaks at my face, and I wouldn't enjoy that. Anyway, excellent. Lootings. Oh, I've got 4 more lockpicks, I think. Or is that their worth? No? Yeah, no, I think that's 1 lockpick worth 4 gold. The Floroa Fungi Potion. Fascinating. And multiple throwing knives, which is going to be quite useful. And some more gold crowns, which eventually, I'm assuming, we'll get a chance to use. The gyaks have thoroughly ransacked the foundry, but amongst the overturned workbenches and scattered debris, you find what you came here looking for. Sitting atop a crumpled pile of heavy iron chains, there is one that stands out from the rest. It is smaller, well-oiled, and it has been welded to form a continuous loop. With a sigh of relief, whew, you pick up the drive chain and put it in your backpack. Unfortunately, your discovery has not gone unobserved. The foundry's large double doors swing open, and in rush a Drakkar and several armed, snarling gyaks. They were drawn here by the noise of your previous combat, and the Drakkar has been watching you through cracks in the foundry wall. Oh, he big boy. He big nasty boy. I don't think I know how to beat him because I've used all of my stuff in the previous battle. This is bad. I shouldn't have used all of my stuff in the previous battle. He is an imposing armoured warrior, human in aspect, but decidedly inhuman in behaviour. Now is the moment he has decided to launch this surprise attack. Well, I have no choice but to fight. Survival is another thing, but I have no choice but to fight. It is time to fight. Oh, luckily, maybe? They're either just emphasising him. Ah, it is one-on-one. Excellent. That's not going to be quite so bad. Ow. Ow. Okay, it might be quite bad then. I need my turn, please. No. Ah, dang it. I was sort of hoping that was not gonna be a thing after all. I feel like I have to just try and get rid of these guys. But then I do also suspect they're going to come back fairly easily. And that, I think, is going to end up being a problem. But still, I think at this point we're going to have to rely on some throwing daggers. Oh, shit. I don't know what I'm targeting, but I suppose we'll take whatever target. There we go. Excellent. That's not so bad. But ideally I wanted to target him. But then, I suppose, arguably, let's try multi-daggers. Pew-pew. Just a little love tap with my... Ow, 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 ow. Fuck me sideways. I forgot to equip the potions. Oh, what was the one thing they said not to do? Forget to equip your potions. This is not good. Ah, shite. I'm going to lose this battle if I don't get a turn right now. I've lost this battle. Oh, shit balls. Fuck my life in a fuck bum. Well... Okay, that just... It kind of turned on a dime and killed me almost instantaneously, it felt like. It felt like I didn't have much in the way of options there. Interesting. I don't know what Kai Help Me is, but can I just... I don't know what It's Not Over Yet does. Oh, right, I see. Is it? Right, okay. So It's Not Over Yet is restarting the battle. Had It Been Different is the last checkpoint. Give Up is the main menu. Kai Help Me is restart the battle, but on easy mode. I don't feel like I need easy mode. I just need them to not be dickheads. And I know, you know, video game developers tend to be dickheads, but it would just help if you didn't pummel the shit out of me quite so much. I suppose equally it would help if I didn't, if I'd not forgotten the whole potions thing. That makes life a little more awkward indeed. But there you go, we shall have to see. I suppose one choice I would have is to just go all out on the main man. But I do feel like it's probably worthwhile trying to get rid of these guys. Pow, pow, pow. Get rid of you. And then I tell you what, let's try the multi-dagger. Whoops, well, we fucked up 2 daggers out of 3. Which means ultimately not worth the move. But we have now dealt with that man, which is good news. And now let's deal with you with a stun, I think. Theoretically a stun, anyway. Obviously, I actually have to do it properly and well. Problem is, that's going to be 950 Kai, which I think I need to save my Kai for healing now. Which is awkward and annoying, but nonetheless factual. Let's do multi-daggers on you, sir. And then I think I'm going to have to hope I live. But I've got to admit, yeah, hoping I live is not a great plan. But there you go. Excellent. Heal myself. Now I've got my health back. Oh, interesting. Okay, in order to perform a precision directional action event, correctly wait for the arrows to overlap, then drag. Oh dear. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not as bad as it seemed. Nice counter-attack. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's try and finish him off with the combo. It's a shame not being able to use the combo on the big guy, but at the end of the day, I need the little guy to die. And I'm probably burning a lot of daggers here, but still. I need to be able to damage him without using my energy, ideally. Yeah, I think we'll try this defensive stance since I'm about to run out of my turn. And therefore I need energy and time. So defense seems reasonable. Oh shit, he's done that. He did that right on the cusp of me coming out of that stance. Which, I'm not going to lie, fucking infuriating. That he timed it that perfectly. And I don't even think he meant to time it that perfectly, it's just how it happened. I suppose we haven't done one of these slow attacks yet. Oh shit, okay, there we go. I did it, but almost did not. And now... oh, multi-daggers again. Multi-daggers might be enough. It is! Take my daggers across your body. Bang, bang, bang! He just got perforated. Perforated like the little motherfucker he is. See, with a little bit better planning and better timing, I was able to do it slightly better. Right, first thing we need to do is apply these potions. Where are these potions? Items. The inventory lets you change your equipment and arrange the items you will access from your belt in combat. To equip items or move them in your bags, just drag an item and release it over the highlighted spot. So I believe, is this the Lermspar oil? Yes. Okie dokie. That's interesting. That appears to be doing more. Which is weird. I suppose either way I need it on me. Fryland broth. Can I put that on the thing? No, I can't. Interesting. I suppose that's for between battles, perhaps. But I didn't know I had a broth. Oh, do I really only have 7 throwing knives left? Yeah, I was a bit Was perhaps a little bit generous with my throwing knives in that battle, wasn't I? But I needed the man to die. Picklock, excellent. Tunnel Sweeper. Ooh. Can only be used in combat. Does that mean I need to equip that? Probably. Kai Power and Endurance and the Haka. Can be equipped in the offhand. Let's see if the Haka is better. Oh shit, I don't have the space. No. You little bastard. You little bastard. Can I just immediately say... Oh, I've got a leather pouch. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's my Lumspurs. My little Lumspur. Oh, there we go. Put the little Lumspur in there, then. How much Kai Power do I have at the moment? Where are my stats? There we go, okay. No. Well, I mean, I could use something. What was the precise value? Yeah, I would at least... Can I use that now? Can I use... Excellent, I can use it. Marvellous. Bread. Bready, 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 bready. Everybody loves bready, bready, bready. So, I suppose, is that going to be just a discard, I take it? Yeah. I'm not using it, and I don't need it, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of it. Let's just before I do this, let's change my mind and see what we can do. Because if we... Okay, so I don't have any more belt slots. I did wonder. I wasn't sure. So the loot even. Let's get the hacker. Let's take the hacker now. And now let's try and assess whether the hacker is useful to me. Character sheet. Is that where I'm going to get my equipment? Oh no, I suppose it's... no, technically. The hacker is more dexterity based, it would seem, which is not unreasonable, but let's have a look. So here we go. So yeah, 260 to 325, 270 to 338. So I do feel like, or I could forgo the idea of a shield, but then that's giving me extra vitality. Yeah, and I feel like the vitality is probably quite useful. But I could be double axe wielder if I wanted to. But I think for now what we'll do. But I do kind of want to keep the grill. So after all that, I'm just going to ditch this bloody aspirin. I don't think it's going to help my headaches. Sounds like aspirin. What's the endurance value of that? It's gone down. It's gone down. Right, so at this point, I think I can take the rest of this loot. Or can I? No, I've got a feeling I've only got one. No, there we go. I managed it. Marvellous. You leave the foundry feeling exhausted by the strain of combat, and yet exhilarated by having found the drive chain. He's very easily pleased then, isn't he? I suppose, in fairness, it is precisely what I needed to get, but it's just the idea of exhilaration through finding a drive chain. Yes, I found a chain. I am exhilarated. Inspired by your success, you now redouble your efforts to complete your collection of missing parts. You stop for a minute to catch your breath and to survey the streets and buildings. Hereabouts, you see movement among the shadows and catch glimpses of the enemy through the windows of houses close by. There are gyaks everywhere. One building in particular catches your eye. It is plain and austere by comparison to many others, but it has a sign above its door that grabs your attention. Sheriff's office. Awesome. We're heading to the sheriff's office. Do we think it's safe to meditate? Well, it's difficult to say, because where I was, I defeated all the enemies. Although there are dangers looming, it should be safe. I don't like the word should game, but I kind of need it, so let's hope for the best, I suppose. Excellent. You feel fully rested. I don't know whether I can cut it early myself or not there. There seems to be a button, and I do sort of wonder if I could go, that's enough meditation for me, thank you. But I'm not sure. Seemingly from out of nowhere, a missile arcs through the air and thuds into the ground beside your left foot. It kicks up a plume of snow and dirt. With lightning-fast reflexes, you draw your weapon and steady yourself for an imminent fight. Oh, let's go then, son. Am I fighting the missile or the person launching the missile? And I assume by missile you do mean arrow. Not like a missile that's about to explode. Okay, here we go. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh, why are you getting a first turn? Oh, because my bloody meter's not full. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Buck your ideas up, son. Buck your ideas up. Melee attack. Go straight in for a quick combo. Whoops, I fucked it. Excellent. Excellent. That's what we needed. That's what we needed to see in our lives. God damn it. Okay. This is not the best of starts. I think we're going to have to go into defensive stance and hope for the best. Whoa! God damn it. Even if you have no endurance, but beware, you'll lose vitality doing so. Okay, that's not great news. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That was just the counter-attack. I'm not that fussed by the counter-attack. It's fine. It's of no significance to me. No, sir. Not today. I will... I'll tell you what. While you're bleeding, I'm going to stun you. And then I'm going to focus my attention on the other fella. And make you bleed. In the hopes of dealing with you slightly quicker. God damn it. Fucking endurance is annoying. Don't think I want to take any chances. I think we want to heal myself. But this is proving sort of slightly problematic. Let's go all in and hopefully this time... Oh, for fuck's sake. That is not what I needed. Did not need you knocking me over, for starters, nor did I need you bullshitting me in general. There we go, we've got that at least. Come on, mate. Oh, come on, mate. Come on. Come on, you absolute dickweed. The dick has weed in the place. The dick is weeing all over the shop. Why is your dick being allowed to wee all over the shop? I don't think that's a good thing. God damn it. I need my attacks to hit for starters. Excellent, that's something. Now we need... Oh, God. He's getting a turn. I'm pushing that health bar. Oh, I kind of want to use daggers, but I really don't have many daggers left. I'll tell you what, one cheeky dagger, just to finish him off. That'll do nicely. Excellent. That is definitely something. Oh, yes. I think we're going to have to try and sort of just wait until the next round. But yeah. Oh, yeah, bollocks. Bollocks. I didn't realise my health bar was going to go quite so low. Oh, no, that's... The damage values are starting to get to me a little bit here. With the sort of whole, they do a lot of damage. I don't know whether I actually achieved that or not. I don't think I did. But their whole sort of doing shed loads of damage combined with that turn meter is starting to become irksome in terms of combat, and I think it's only going to keep getting worse. Is the problem? This is the problem when you start sensing and feeling the sort of flaws in the system early doors. It can only ever get worse because they'll start pushing and pushing and pushing, and they'll push a already not phenomenally good battle system to its breaking point. But there you go, that's just my thoughts. You approach the door of the sheriff's office and take note of a painted shield that is fixed to the wall. It bears the distinctive emblem of Roxstan, 3 crossed sledgehammers on a white crossed field. Beneath a slate-roofed porch, the main door is held ajar by a booted foot. It belongs to the body of a dead man lying just inside the entrance. The stripes sewn onto the sleeves of his high-collared jacket tell you that this is Sheriff Tarlor. He has been stabbed fatally in the back by a sharp gyak sword. You push open the door and step carefully inside the dead man's office. A search of his pockets reveals nothing. They've already been emptied. You sense that his personal items have been taken by the same gyak that took his life. You drag Tarlor's body away from the entrance and push the door shut. The front room of the office is where the sheriff used to deal with daily matters of law and order in Roxton. Know those days are sad. Know those days. I don't know where I went up north for a split. Know those days are sadly gone. The room is dominated by a large desk made of Somlending oak, beautifully engraved with provincial emblems and the personal crests of Somlending heroes, past and present. In a corner of the room you can see a large wooden chest with iron fittings, and at the back of the room, opposite the main door, there's a little ding, and you realise your chips are microwaved. Chips aren't the most obvious thing to do in the microwave, I must admit. You can do them in the microwave. I have fries to go a lot, which is probably why it sprang to mind, but I feel like if I was doing a microwave example, that there are probably better options out there than just chips. There is a flight of broad stone steps. My God, I've seen pigs fly, I've seen horses fly, I've even seen an elephant fly, but my word, I've never seen broad stone steps fly. That lead down to the jowl cells below. Air fryers are amazing. I've heard you both have air fryers, and I did. I put it on like pinned tabs. I put it on my pinned tabs. And can you actually do donuts in an air fryer? I don't think you can, surely. That needs a deep fat fryer, I'm fairly certain. But my God, if it turns out you can do donuts in an air fryer, fuck me, I'm having one. You kind of can, not the best. Oh, well, that's a shame. But fairly predictable. But yeah, I was slightly tempted because I did look it up. I looked them up and put them on my tabs, but then obviously I ended up with the computer reset. I lost all my tabs, and I haven't bothered looking it up again, but still. Maybe one day. This is where the prisoners are held before trial. Okay, so I don't master that discipline. Before moving on, you investigate the desk. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, fuck it. Investigate the desk. There might be a key inside. That'll make life easier. You stand beside the oak desk and pick up one of several scrolls that are heaped upon the table's green leather surface. You unfurl it and begin to read the contents. It is a death warrant for a man called Medoc Gilad, a thief who had been found guilty of murdering two of the sheriff's reeves. His deputies who had chased Gilad and his accomplices to their hideout in the sunken forest. You read that Gilad pleaded innocent when accused of the crime. He claimed that Reeves were murdered, but not by him, by Giax. At the bottom of the scroll there is written in Sheriff Tarlor's hand the date of Gilad's execution. It is today's date. Okay, that didn't lead to opening the door, but that's fine. You go down the stairs to check the lower floor of the building. I attempt to pick the lock. I don't master that. Yeah, I suppose arguably if Gilad was in prison, he would be downstairs, perhaps. Shall we go downstairs? Yeah, fuck it, go downstairs. You descend the steps and arrive at a guard room, rough hewn from the granite bedrock. It is lit by an oily torch that radiates dull amber light. It is sparsely furnished with a table, 2 chairs, and a food cupboard. There are 2 cells adjoining the guard room. One of them is empty, but the other is occupied by a tall man with a long beard and strong, calloused hands. His name has been chalked on a board fixed to the door of his cell. Medoc Gilad. Gilad has gone without food and water since the morning of the Giak attack. The Giak attack! He has heard screams and sound of crackling fire in the night, and he is anxious to escape from this cell before the Giaks find him or he dies of thirst. Unlock the door, he demands. Release me from this cell. I want nothing to do with this village and its fine, upright, law-abiding inhabitants. I certainly don't want anything to do with the Giaks. And what if I were to open the cell door and set you free? What would you do? Where would you go? The Giaks are everywhere. You would be better off staying where you are. I'd go back to the sunken forest. That's my home, mine and my brother's. I've had more than enough of Roxton. You reply, your voice tinged with regret. The Giaks launched their attack upon Roxton from the sunken forest. That timberland is rife with them. I pity the plight of your kinsfolk, but I fear it is too late for you to warn or save them now. You turn away from the cell door and Gilad shouts out, "The key's over there. Unlock this damn door." He points towards an iron fitting that fixes the torch to the wall. It's hanging from the torch bracket. Okay. Oh, hello. Destiny choice. A destiny choice will deeply influence how the story will evolve, so remember to choose wisely. Golly. Okay, before making any decision, you try to gather more information. It's a tough call, but your mind is clear enough to decide. Well, it said be certain, so I feel like... And again, I remind you, I chose intelligence at the beginning, so we'll be prudent and investigate a bit more. You want to know more about this prisoner before you decide his fate. Why have you been put in this cell, you ask? There must be some reason why you've been locked up, is this not so? Gilad's throat is parched with thirst. He says he will tell you everything, but first he must have some water. He points to the large cupboard standing against the wall opposite his cell door. You pull open the cupboard door and find a pewter pitcher of water, an emerald iron cup, and half a loaf of stale bread. Answer me first and answer me truthfully. Then I shall decide if you deserve this bread and water and your freedom. He tells you his name is Merok Gilad. His brothers are not blood related. They are a band of robbers cast out of Torren 3 years ago for burglary and street crimes. They found refuge in the sunken forest and have survived there since, living off the plentiful flora and fauna. Not too long ago, he and his fellow thieves, his brotherhood, as he calls them, used the elevator to enter Rockstan. They had come looking to steal some Bronin arrowheads for hunting. Unfortunately, the sheriff and his reeves caught them in the act. They ran back, desperate to escape, but the sheriff apprehended him before he could get away. His brothers were more fortunate. They made good their escape and returned to their lair in the sunken forest. The reeves were killed during the chase and he was blamed for their deaths. He tells you that he and his brothers are innocent. The reeves were killed by Gyax. You are mindful of the fact that if you leave him locked in his cell, it will be only a matter of time before the Gyax find him or he dies of thirst. If you release him, he will at least have a chance to survive. It may be a slim chance, but it's better than no chance at all. Make your choice. Leaving Merok here means the Gyax will surely get him. You open the cell. You decide to uphold the law, as severe as it may be in this case. No, I think I partly believe him. Maybe I'm being naive, but I sort of believe him. And he's just a thief, so probably doesn't deserve to die at the hands of these Gyak marauders. You walk over to the torch and unhook the key from its black iron bracket. Gilad looks relieved that you have decided to set him free. You twist the key in the lock and the heavy door creaks open. Gilad rushes forward and shakes your hand with gratitude. It's the best I can do for handshaking, but with such forceful enthusiasm that you have to push him away for fear he may break your wrist. He reaches into the pocket of his jacket and for a moment you suspect he may have a concealed weapon, but quickly you sense that he harbours no ill intent. He simply wants to give you a token of his gratitude. It is a plain wooden ring carved from some lending oak. It's the mark of my brotherhood. It's not much, but it's all I have. You accept the ring from his calloused palm and step inside to let him leave this dingy cell. Gilad rushes through the open door and scrambles up the stone stairs. You wondered what was open for a moment. Up the stone stairs, you bid him good luck as he disappears into the room above. Lootings! The mark of the Brotherhood. Oh, I can take that and equip that, I believe. You return to the street, saddened by the death of Sheriff Tarlor, and disappointed that you have not found the control handle. You fear that the Gyaks now possess this missing part. As you move along the street, you are lost in your thoughts of how difficult it will be to find the control handle. It could be anywhere in this village. Distracted, you fail to see a gang of Gyaks approaching from a nearby alleyway. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? Let me just double check I've got my ring attached. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I want that. Open that. Come in here. Where's my ring? Do I have a ring? Oh, the ring's automatically equipped. Excellent. That's what we wanted to see. Marvellous. I just wanted to make sure I had my ring, and my ring was intact. Ooh, I love these images. They're so nice. So nice. I didn't know quite how beautiful this game was until I'm sort of playing it right now. They cry and come rushing towards you with their weapons drawn. The only thing I have against this game is possibly this battle system. But it's kind of fun, but just, I don't know. I can't quite get into it as much as would be desired because it's surprisingly difficult. And very easy to die, as is being proven right here. Because that to me is too much damage. That to me is way too much damage for a single creature to do to you. Now, I don't necessarily deny it. I do have, like... I do have cock. I do have a fairly tasty sort of combo attack myself, assuming I do it, which does a fair chunk of... Although, having said that, nowhere near as much as it needed to do there, which is alarming. But I don't... Oh, yeah, I just burnt vitality for doing that. That's not my best of choices. Let's try and... We need to make sure we kill, so I think it's going to have to be daggers at dawn. I've decided the triple threat because it should kill him, tap down the others. But yeah, it's not... It just feels too easy to die in this one. And it's one of those odd little ones where it doesn't feel like you've got as many options to prevent your death. And that's not great news. You kind of want options that will prevent your death. And this is feeling distinctly like you do not have options that prevent your death. You've got the potions, but they just don't feel like they're doing as much as they need to do. That's not... Oh, bleeding, that'll do nicely. Excellent. I suppose maybe I need to be slightly more generous with using the Sommer sword, perhaps. But I'm usually quite sort of restrictive on using my doings, especially since using the Sommer sword is the same meter as using my heal spell, which is kind of what I want. Oh, fuck it, let's try summoning a wolf. Come here, wolf. Kill him. That should be done at the beginning of the fight, I suppose. Because I think that's a constant companion now. Yeah, it's a constant companion. Should have done that at the beginning. Didn't. Balls. Might die if I'm not careful. Nope, my wolf companion did the job. But yeah, you want to get that wolf out right at the beginning of the battle. Because that, I think, will then make it more useful. Because I'm fairly certain he's doing stuff by itself, maybe. I'm not sure. Or make amazing chips. Yes. I wouldn't say no to that. Plus I saw recently, how much truth there is to it, I don't know, but with that air fryer thing, apparently it's cheaper than a conventional oven, electricity-wise. Which I suppose makes a degree of sense. But I suppose it depends on the capacity as well. But I didn't really read the article, but apparently it's sort of like you can do as much in the oven for cheaper or something, I don't know. Crossbow bolts, which I can't really use. A Kai pouch, nice. That's going to come in quite handy because it means I can collect everything. You have dispatched these Gyaks, but the threat of attack and capture is as strong as ever. You can hear other Gyaks approaching this part of the village, drawn by the noise of your combat. You look around for some place to hide, and your eye is caught by a small building with a bright red door and a sloping slate roof. Oh yeah, no, definitely. The one place I should be hiding is the bright red door. How dangerous is this going to be? You say it's going to be safe, or you say it should be safe. I don't 100% believe it, but I do need my stats back. Okay, excellent. Full rest. Marvellous. That's what we want to see. Let's... I don't really know how much is left, but I'm kind of enjoying it, so we'll just carry on. I know it's not the greatest of games for this sort of thing, but still, because it's just me reading what's on the screen, which is probably immensely unentertaining, but still. I'm enjoying it, and I suppose at the end of the day, that's all that really counts, isn't it? The red door is closed, but it is not locked. You enter and quickly shut the door behind you. It is a simple village doctor's office, and it appears not to have been searched and despoiled like so many other buildings in this part of Rockstar. At the rear of the office, partitioned by a drawn white curtain, you find the surgery where the man is lying on a stretcher. His legs akimbo are wrapped with blood-soaked bandages, and he is barely conscious. Sweat glistens on his pale face. He sees you, and falteringly he tries to talk. You tell the man to rest. He has lost a lot of blood and his strength is waning, but he is determined to speak. He knows they may well be the last words he ever utters.
My name is Grove. I am a Rockstar miner. My legs were crushed by a one-away wine wagon. I feel like there was too many W's in that sentence, considering there weren't that many W's. Runaway mine wagon. They brought me here, they bandaged me, and that's when the Gyaks attacked. Dr. Paxnar left to get help. I cannot walk, and he could not carry me, so here I am.
You ask the man if he knows where the doctor went.
He said he was going to the Bronnin warehouse. There were some people there who would help. He promised he would come back for me, but I have not seen him since. I fear the Gyaks must have got him.
Oof, caught by the Gyaks. Painful. Okay. Oh, that's going to take a lot of my Kai. But I feel like it's probably the best. Since I have healing powers, it kind of feels like I ought to use the healing powers to heal a man. Hide Grove from the Gyaks. It seems the most urgent thing to do. No. Alright, I'm going to use my Healy powers. Annoying having to use some of my Kai power, but still, have to do. Grove's bandages are saturated with blood, and you can detect the faint and sickly smell of gangrene. Carefully, you unwind the sodden bandages and cast them aside. Both calf bones have been shattered, and the flesh is torn open. You place your hands on his ruined legs, and you draw deeply from the well of your Kai healing powers to help mend this poor man and ease his agony. Your Kai healing skills destroy the gangrene and mend the broken bones. The flesh is still raw and tender, but he will walk again one day.
You are truly a gifted healer, my lord,
says Grove, much revived now that he is free of the terrible pain he has endured for days.
I must give you something for saving my leg and my life.
You tell him that no gift or payment is necessary. You are his liege lord, and your duty is to help and heal your villagers whenever you are able. But Grove insists. And you feel it is best not to hurt his feelings after all he has been through. You decide to accept his gratitude before you bid him farewell and return to the Red Door. You must complete your mission, and you are sorely aware that time is running out. A tunnel sweeper and a power flare. Oh, interesting. Again, I feel like I should be equipping those. Let's have a look here at my equipment. Because especially, I need to put another health potion down, really. Ideally. Yeah, one of those bad boys. Which does sort of make you want to... Yeah, it needs to be in there. So that's Kai power. And that's endurance. So I do feel like they're the most pertinent things. So I think I'll leave the... Well, I haven't said that. Those sweeper bombs... area of effect, that's not bad. Crossbow bolts is only useful if I have a crossbar. That's a big potion. And that's that. Yeah. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave my inventory as it is. You leave the doctor's surgery and continue along the street, but you have taken fewer than a dozen steps before you are confronted by a new threat. A solitary Gyak is approaching the main street from a passageway next to the surgery. Its hateful eyes dart everywhere, searching out something to steal or someone to kill. This sharp-eyed Gyak may have seen you leaving. It could tempt it to find out what lies behind the Red Door. You cannot risk Grove's survival by allowing this watchful gyak to live a minute longer. Off we go again into the wild blue fight. Here we go. I'm gonna slice his gonads off and then kill him. But only after the gonads have been sliced. Give him early stun, I think. Early stun. Get in there. Actually, what I should have done, depending on precisely how the stun works, should have probably left the stun until last. But there you go. Never mind. Oh, cock! I've run out of energy, so I've used my vitality. Never mind, I suppose. With a bit of luck, yeah, I'm hoping I've got enough to be able to just store. No, I don't. He's not stunned anymore. So yes, big attack then stun. That's going to be the better way round of doing things in the future. But I suppose live and learn. Although the living part might be difficult at this point. Ow! Okay, yeah, no, the living part is definitely going to be awkward. Balls. I'm going to refresh my health bar now so that hopefully, I'll get a recharge when I hopefully kill this man. Assuming I do kill this man. No, I didn't kill this man. Please, with the big attack. Oh, shit. We've clashed. Not clashed anymore, you little bitch. I got the better of you, sir. You thought you could get the better of Lone Wolf? I was just pointing out he doesn't have a backpack. I suppose a little bum bag. It's more like a bum bag than the backpack. But they keep referencing the idea that he's putting stuff in his backpack. And technically it feels more like he's got a little bum bag rather than a backpack. More throwing knives, always greatly received. Another picklock, always a good sign. You hurry away and continue along the street, keeping to the shadows whenever you can. A sign on a wall indicates the direction of the Bronin warehouse. Helped by the sign, you look along the street and see the warehouse in the middle of the distance. It is one of the largest two-story buildings in Rockstone, and it is easy to find now that you know precisely where it is. Okay. The Bronin warehouse. Meditation, again, you're saying it should be safe. Don't know if I fully trust your should be, but still, I do need my endurance and Kai powers back up to full, ideally, anyway. I'll tell you what, I think, let's have a look at the options. I'm assuming it's been sort of auto-saving, but I don't know that for certain. No, that's just standard options. Character sheet, map, journal maybe? Well, I think that's just, yeah, that's just that bit. Let's see what it says if I go like that. Do I want to go back to the main menu? I mean, yes. Taking a bit of a chance that it's got a autosave attached to it. There you go, Act 1, Chapter 2. That's fine, marvellous. But yeah, we'll leave it there and do a little bit of, as I suggested, I was going to do a little bit of Portia. We might just do a little touch, a tinge of the Portia. See what happens. No, that's intriguing. Nothing specific, just a new game's just been advertised to me, and it's mildly intriguing. So what it is, it's called Myth Force. And it is some kind of first-person, yes, first-person combat roguelike adventure. Fit for Saturday mornings, swords and sorcery. It's got a very bold art style. I realise you can't see it, but it's fine. Do you have the same? No, you don't. Of course you don't. It's fucking epic. It's in no way, shape or form useful. It's got a lot of limited functionality as the old Epic one. I like the fact that they give away free games, so I'm not going to besmirch them too much, but what do we call it? Myth Force. I don't think it's on Steam. No, it's not. I'd share the link, but there is no link to share. But anyway, never mind. Do 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 hey do 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 do. What is that? Do 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 do. It's a known song. I just can't think of it. My brain's gone. which is fairly standard practice. Right, let's change the title of the game, I suppose, because if I don't, obviously people might be slightly sort of miffed if they come in expecting one thing and get another. But add to wish list. I'm going to keep an eye on that Myth Force. So if you wanted to look it up, it's called Myth Force. But it does look quite interesting. As I say, very bold art style. Sort of proper bright colours with limited shading. So it really does look like a very old cartoon, which arguably is what is the point, inspired by beloved 80s cartoons. So that makes a degree of sense. But yeah, as I say, it really stands out as a sort of a whoa moment when it's like, oh, hey, look at that. Very much a sort of, that's what you kind of want in an art style, isn't it? You want it to make people go, oh, that's different. Do. Come on and do the Portia. Do. It's Portia time again. It will take a while to load, I fear, but that's fairly natural. That is fairly natural. Do. Oh, not as long as I thought. I suppose it's probably because I was playing it earlier, and usually there is some form of caching involved in having these running multiple times during a day. So the first load is the deepest, baby. I know the first load is the deep. Have you factored it? Have you realised what you were saying there? Yeah. I very much realised what I was saying there. But hey, I'm technically accurate. In fairness, for all things, the first load is the deepest. Anyway, a fair amount's changed. I'll give you a little tour in a moment. First thing I want to do is just pop these. I get free shit every day, so I like to pop them in and clean out the inventory every now and again. Right, what are we looking at? Forget that. Oh yeah, we want steel plates and marble planks. Have me steel plates and marble planks finished. No, a couple of hours on there. Marble planks already. We'll pop the old marble planks in. I'm building yet another industrial furnace. Not to use as an actual furnace, but to... what's this one? Oh, you can do a maximum of 10 there, so yeah, go on. We'll do 10 from that one and then maybe kind of subsidise it from elsewhere as well, perhaps. I don't know. I'm trying to just sort of make sure I've got fairly even numbers on most of these things. So yeah, 60. Tell you what, we'll have 7 of those. Make that up to a nice round 10. So one of the crucial things, I own a stable. Hello, this is my stable. I also own this horse. This is my horse. It's called Silver. I named it Silver, so I can go, hi-ho Silver, away! I also own a coop, but I haven't got anything to put in the coop at the moment. So that's unfortunate, but factual. I own this giant generator. It's a furnace, so it smelts things, but it smelts special things. I've also got this generator that's doing nothing at the moment, a recycler that is equally doing nothing at the moment, and a forge that also... I wonder, maybe this... No. I don't understand the forge. Eventually I'll probably figure it out, or I'll look it up and then figure it out, but yeah, I really don't seem to understand how forging works in this game. It's not great. Ah, leather. Why did I want leather? Oh, I remember why I wanted leather. We'll probably try and do that in a moment as well. Yeah, so let's get my horse. I do want to move my stable at some point, because at the moment the easiest way to get out of the stable is to have the horse jump over the fence like that. So it's not great news. I feel like what I want is maybe I'll have to relocate some stuff, and depends on precisely how wide it is. Yeah, can't deny if it actually fits in that gap, in this gap here, might be worthwhile putting it there, because then I can sort of stable the horse at the entrance and then pootle around. But I think the next, to a certain extent, the next step is going to potentially be to try and save up the 30,000 for that. How far away am I? Very far away. I do also have the notes regarding a shed. I want to get a shed at some point. hardwood planks, ironwood and planks, bronze pipes. That's probably why I was getting a load of those. Yeah, I think I've got all of those somewhere along the line, but I may have used them now. Oh, not hugely important. Also trying to get... Oh, yeah, stone fences. Let's have a look at the... where are we? Around here. Yeah, horse, stay outside. You're not welcome in the yard until we're done for the day. So, let's have a look here and try and find out if I can access... I don't think we've got anything new there, no. I don't think this is anything... apart from just sort of odds and ends. I do own a vacuum cleaner, which is quite useful. Removes tiles and machines. Yes, I was going to take that down into the underground, see if it's useful down there. I'm not 100% convinced. So stone, no. Cultivation fence isn't quite what I'm after. Grinding stone, no. Bridge, doodads. Oh, crystal chandelier. That's fancy as fuck. Don't need it, but it's fancy as fuck. A waterproof lamp. Interesting. Don't think I really need one of those either. Colossal balloon. Equally don't need one of those. Unless I do actually get to... Oh, my God. If I actually get a flying machine, that would be fucking hilarious fun. Precision parts. Interesting. Fuel packs, smart consoles, advanced toolkits. Oh, I see. That's for upgrading stuff. Oh, maybe that's what I need in order to use the forge. Use to forge weapons. Okay. Waterproof medal? A waterproof... Now, I'm willing to accept I'm thick as shit. But I feel like that's just completely wrong, isn't it? A waterproof medal paddle leaf. Paddle leaf I'm fine with. A water I'm fine with. But I think it's meant to be a waterproof metal paddle leaf. Well, there you go. The deeper I get into this game, the worse the bloody... the worse some of the spelling and sort of dialogue ends up being. I had a conversation with Dr. Zhu earlier on today, and he was fucking all over the place. Nowhere near the subtitle, nowhere near the sort of dialogue box text, and just generally sort of felt very... felt like he wasn't really speaking English. But there you go. Right, here we go. This was what I wanted to do with my leather, because I was going to get my work pants up to maximum, which now means I can get out of my skirt. Which is a very bizarre statement, but... oh, where are my work pants? Oh, it'll take a day. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know you were going to take time. Horse. Let's... oh, shit, I think I missed the opening. Or is it this Saturday? Surely it's on the calendar. It's the opening of the museum. I had my birthday, that was nice. Yeah. No, I think it might have been Saturday. But there is a sort of event for the opening of the museum, because that's a new building. A whole new building. So that's another key change that has happened. I'll show you the other one, because we managed to build the bridge, but first thing we'll do is just see if you need any discs for... No, you're still not interested. That's fine, I suppose. Ah, recipes galore, but all I've seen before. What a shame. What a shame. So far I haven't needed much of those. So, yeah. I do need the condensed power cells now, but you do pick them up in the underground mines as well, so not hugely pertinent. But yeah, what's slightly weird is not having stone pillars and stuff for the fences. So precisely how I get those, I do not know. I sincerely hope I don't have to commission the other builder to build them. Surely I can build my own buildings. Right. I want to deliver a satchel somewhere online. Are you the man I'm delivering a satchel to? Yes, you are. Okay. I suppose in that case, let's use the D. Oops, I've rammed myself into a wall. What I discovered quite nice is you can use the DD transport, and if the horse is set to follow you, the horse will follow you on the DD transport, so you get fast travel and a horse at the other end of your fast travel, which I found to be quite useful. More so when sort of exploring elsewhere, where we'll leave that as a surprise in a moment. I suppose the other crucial thing is it's winter. You may have noticed snow everywhere. Snow all over the place. Are you?
We're so glad we finished the Portia Bridge.
There you go. See, he says Portia.
Can join us for our weekend barbecue.
But now,
Hi.
I don't think it is Portia. It's Portia. Anyway, apparently you're not the man I was looking for. Ah, you're the man I'm looking for. There you go. Have a satchel, sir. Thank you very much. I'd also like to talk to you because, you know, I might as well. I'm sure you ran into lots of danger, sir, and nobody cared. Which is terribly unfair. Right, I suppose back to life, back to reality, back to here, and we might be able to pick up a general commission again. And then we probably want to pop down to the docks, because I've got a quest down there. I've got a quest down at the docks. And no, it is not to find out where sailors hang out. Do you know a place where sailors hang out? Yes, usually the midriff. Not my joke. But a joke that I will keep with me forevermore. For anybody interested, where that comes from is the game Shenmue. He goes around asking people, do you know a place where sailors hang out? And my mother used to say, yeah, around about the midriff. Every time I did it, and it was very entertaining. I have to do in the loading screens. It makes it load quicker. Try it yourself at home. Next time you need it to load, just go do, and you'll suddenly notice, oh shit, yeah, he was right. It loaded quicker. Nothing to do with improving your hardware. It's just the do. If you can do, you can get anywhere you like. Right, hopefully the fisherman's not wandered off. Excellent.
Dr. Shoe's book? I'm quite confident about my memory, but there have been no deliveries to Portia recently. How about this? I will let you know if his books arrive.
I do wonder the voice.
I just came back from a delivery trip to Vega 5. The people there are awfully excited about the prospect of connecting with Sandrock through Portia.
Nice. But I do slightly wonder with the voices in this game. Because I don't know, was this one kickstarted or something? It's just...
See you!
Some of the voices, sound like they weren't necessarily recorded in the same place. Because he sounded very weird. Very different to anybody else, I think. But, yeah, I don't know. There's the voice acting in this is not the best, shall we say? I feel like that's suitably diplomatic. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. But still. And as I say, so at one point they must have completely changed the idea of Dr. Zhu's dialogue. Because the poor voice actor was saying absolutely nothing to do with the lines of dialogue that were in the text box. Right, we've dealt with that. Have we had 2 hours? Yes, we have. Steel plates. Excellent. Right, we can deposit these in our furnace. And that, you may be thinking, have you not got enough fucking furnaces? And to a certain extent, no. I wouldn't mind some more of the big furnaces, but the crucial point is it's needed for another recipe down the line, which is a very popular thing to do in this game. They really like using industrial furnaces for everything. Not industrial. Yeah, no, it is industrial furnace. That's the electric furnace. That's different. I've built the driller. I've not seen what they've done with the driller. They just sort of asked me to build a driller, and I went, oh, yeah, right, I'll build a driller. And then off we popped, and I no longer saw the driller. Excellent. So I need large pipes. I don't think I've got large pipes on me, and unfortunately large pipes do require... Well, I might as well do the pans now. So what's that? We need 8, I believe, bronze pipes. Let's deal with 8 bronze pipes. And we'll deal with 8 bronze pipes through here, maybe? Yeah. I suppose I could technically do 5, but we'll just do the 8. I know it's a bit wasteful, but whatever. 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 Steel plate times 4. Let's get on with the steel plates. Because I don't think I can do steel plates through there at the moment. I need to do steel plates through here. And I need to go get some more steel, which is concerning. 6 out of 10, not bad. Do I happen to have the aluminium hard? Do I have hard aluminium?
This is some bullshit.
It is. But only if I've not got hard aluminium. Did you ever figure out where that's from? Has anybody figured out where that's from? It's a very good TV program. Very enjoyable. Very entertaining, I found it. But yeah, I don't think it's recognised by anybody here. Come on and do the conga. Right, so that's the aluminium done. Advanced engines. So let's find my techie bits. We might as well head straight to techie bits. Did we say advanced engine? I think, didn't we? So one of those. Pop you in there. That's it. This is for the old electrical vehicles, I think. Pop you in the. Pop you in there. That's the one. Steel plate, large pipes, and we're waiting on supplies for both the steel plates and the pipes. Excellent. That'll do nicely. Right. So let's try and find the man who wanted the iron pots, I suppose. Who wanted iron pots? Iron pans. Okay, that's easy enough to go to. Did you continue your Portia? It's some alien who's upset with his cookie. Why cookie? I don't know.
I was planning on taking my girls out to the desert for a nice family day trip.
Well, you can do the same. I don't mind that. I'm sure they'll enjoy it twice over.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, I see, because of the face. You just chose cookie as a food stuff, I take it. That's fine. You abandoned Portia? Oh, no. That's a shame. But we built the bridge. I'll just take a light trot over the bridge so you can really soak in the bridgy atmosphere. It's a bridgy atmosphere. Look at the bridge. It's a real good bridge. I built a fair amount of that bridge. Egg hunting in WoW? Oh, I thought you'd broken your WoW habit. Tut, tut, tut. Tut, tut, tut. I am disappointed in you, but I fear I cannot help you. I'll try and bring you over to the dark side of another RPG at least. Possibly Final Fantasy. I imagine Butters has possibly tried to convince you of the merits of Final Fantasy. Specifically the MMORPG of Final Fantasy, I suppose. But that's definitely going to be the better of the two. What's WoW? It's just a couple of people wandering around. The Final Fantasy ones has all the Final Fantasy polish. WoW's got no precedence for polish. Actually, it does, in fairness. It's got fairly decent history as World of Warcraft. But it also has its distinctly sort of negative, but most of that's usually the people who play it. And I don't mean that in an offensive fashion. Other people than you who play it, I think. The people who make it a toxic environment for new players. And I somehow suspect you're not one of them. Or at the very least, I would hope you're not one of them. If it turns out you are one of those people who makes it toxic. I don't understand FF, but will enjoy watching you play though, that's fair. I don't own Final Fantasy XIV, so I have not yet had the... Well, I suppose technically I had the pleasure, but I played the beta. I was a beta tester. I tested how to beat it. Turned out I couldn't, no. But yeah, I did it right at the beginning of its lifespan, which in fairness was many years ago, and it has evolved so much since then that I would barely recognise it as a game, but still. I think it was actually Final Fantasy. I might be mistaken, but a fella by the name of Ross O'Donovan, username Robber Ross, used to be a Game Grumps, Steam Train. He's an animator and the like, but he did a sort of, I can't remember if it was, I think it was Final Fantasy, but it might have been one of the others. But he did a big challenge where he just ate eggs. And he gathered a load of eggs in his inventory, and the character just kept eating eggs. and he live streamed it for like the entire weekend, and it was like, really? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's people making effort, and you're just live streaming the word egg for sort of 72 hours. Not bitter about the amount of people watching him go egg, egg, egg. Not even convinced it was him actually saying egg. I'm fairly certain he just had it on record, so he didn't even have to do that. He didn't even have to push the button to eat the eggs. He had it set on a macro thing. So I just did it automatically. Set up an egg eating program. It's like egg, 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 egg. Worst part is I watched it for about 5 minutes. Until I realised he's not even... I don't even think he's in the room, is he? At which point I went, I don't think I'm watching any more eggs, thank you. But there were hundreds of viewers had it on, and egg, 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 forevermore. Forever egg. But yeah. But yes, oddly enough, I had heard that they had just done a new expansion. I didn't know it was anything to do with dragons, but I was aware that they'd done another expansion. I do feel slightly blessed that I have no compulsion to do World of Warcraft. I don't know why specifically. Actually, I know exactly why. It's got a subscription fee. It really is that simple. I'd happily play it if I didn't have to pay a subscription fee, but the idea of a subscription fee for it is just like, no, not for me, thank you. I'll stick to the free-to-play MMORPGs, if anything, which some of them are quite good. I know I used to play one, I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called, though. So it clearly wasn't that good, but no. It was very enjoyable. And Rift I quite liked. Years and years ago I tried to set up a sort of Rift weekend where, you know, multiple people could all come down and we'd all play Rift together, and much like most of my thoughts and ideas along those sort of lines, nobody really gave a shit. So that one fell flat on its arsehole. So I just ended up wandering around Rift by myself going, I'm playing Rift. I'm playing Rift. I'm playing Rift. There we go. That was it. So, yeah. It's always fun times. Try and grab that. I'm just doing some mining at the moment. We're in the abandoned desert mine. I really need to do the second tier of mining, I think, as well, because I'm running out of steel supplies. Oh, that's a little cupcake. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is one called Hi. I was confused. I didn't recognise the one called Hi. Hi. Fun fact, I think your level of stickers has single-handedly shot up the... you know, it's got like the $100 limit. I think your single-minded use of stickers has basically shot that up through to being near, verging on the thing. So well done. You have used too many stickers. Is the thing to take away there? I mean, arguably, I get the impression you're never going to give up using stickers. I'll have to find some more things for you to play with at some point. But no guarantees on that one, because it's difficult to fully justify working on weird shit for my own stuff. Oh, I forgot to bring my fucking vacuum cleaner after all this. I don't necessarily think the vacuum cleaner's going to do anything that productive here, but I do just keep wondering if there is going to be precedent. So I've got a very fancy sword. I think in terms of this, swords are going to be sort of like that. You have 38.1k points. Good lord, I'm definitely going to have to get some more interesting stuff on the points thing, perhaps then. But I also have a massive hammer. I don't think I'm going to be... Oh, no, there we go. Here's a willing victim. I will show off. Is there a third one? No, there's not. Okay, well, here's the hammer. You just sort of slam around. But I also have a gun. And so you can go... pew! And shoot the man with the gun. But the church don't like using guns, so... The church sent me a sort of threatening letter when I was using my guns. And it's not stopped me using the gun, in fairness. I will just point out. In fact, when they sent me the letter, my first instinct was, I'm going to shoot one of the people from the church. It didn't work, obviously, but nonetheless, that's how much respect to the church I have. They send me a threatening letter, and I go, I'm going to come and shoot you. Which arguably would be... that makes me very American, doesn't it? Ooh. Did you do a little dig? Did you do a little dig? I did a little dig, yeah. Maybe don't. They have guns. That's true. All Americans are wonderful. As long as they stay in America. Or if they're wonderful enough to come over here. See, I've rescued the situation. Just in case you were getting sort of annoyed there. Hey. Don't besmirch the Americans. I lived with one. Just don't tell him. Oh, can I do this in one? Can I do this in one motion? It is surprisingly difficult to put the horse away. There we go. Good lord. It's a very dramatic chicken dinner. I don't think I've ever experienced a chicken dinner that's quite so sort of epic. I must admit, I'm now slightly disappointed that when I get a chicken dinner, I don't get that sound effect come up. Because I think that would be much more entertaining. I'm going to do 8 in this one because it's not... I don't know. Constantly building carbon steel bars is fairly useful. So just keep them coming. As I say, I do need to try and nip round and get myself a bunch of steel ore, I believe. So a whole load more... Oh, that belongs in a museum, yeah. Which arguably at some point I'm going to be able to put them in a museum and possibly free up that chest. What might have research? There we go, research overflow. I'm going to need another research overflow in the not too distant future. Which is, I mean, alarming, to say the least. I've already got several like metal chests now. I've managed to upgrade a few of my chests to metal chests. Metal chests. And yet still, somehow, so large plate and steel plates, yeah. So yeah, that's why I was having those bronze pipes. The steel plates, however, are ready. That surprises me. The steel plates are ready quicker than the... No, steel plates, no. Put there you go. Good. An hour. I haven't really got any energy. And I haven't really got any purpose. Sounds oddly like real life there. Popping back and forth as I rotate my potatoes. Well, I mean, rotating your potatoes does make you pop back and forth. That is one of those unfortunate things. I'll do 15 of these because then it will get them all even up to 20. 20 a piece. I don't really have any direct use for these. I just like to sort of... I like to have a lot of my machines rocking and rolling at the same time. Making sure I'm getting sort of spare parts and stuff. Granted, I usually, with these plates ones, I usually just do the plates at any given time whenever I need them. But some of them, like those hardened plates here, I think it's worthwhile just keeping them together. It's a little bit of a mess at the moment. It's because when building the stable and the coop, I've ended up sort of... What's this? Oh, add... Is that our food stuff? Yeah, I need to figure out food. Because this horse is having problems with food. Oh yeah, you might as well train... Yeah, I'm going to train your speed as well. 10 hours. I think it keeps working. Honestly, I don't have a fucking clue. But yeah, somewhere along the line I can feed the horse. But I can't quite find what I need to feed the horse with. Yeah. Eventually I'll probably figure it out. And I'm loosely assuming the horse won't die. Can't guarantee this, but I'm hoping, generally hoping the horse won't die. This little statue here is a statue of Lara, who is Ack's friend. Ack is the robot, if I don't remember if we've been introduced formally on stream or not. Let's get 6 more dried apple slices. Go on, why not? This is my drying rack. It's a bit of a shame they don't sort of It'd be really nice if they actually showed the food stuff in the rack in some fashion. Because it's one of those ones where something like over here, you can see the pipes forming there. You can see it, they're there, now they're not there. You can see the sort of bricks forming, you can see the smoke, you can see the flames, you can see the electricity in the flames, you can see the sparks coming off the saws and stuff when they're working. But this, it's just there. It's just there, it does nothing. Which is like, it's unfortunate. Oh, also unfortunate that it's late and I need to go to sleep, but that's fine. We should be able to get that done, and then we can choose a new project, which is probably, I suspect, the bus station. Yes, the booth station. Let's go booth station. So, iron, wooden planks and bronze pipe we should be able to deal with fairly easily, because we can pop bronze pipes in here. Pop 6 of those, and iron, wooden doodads I think come from here. Only need 3 of those. Excellent. I may end up passing out with this generator on my head. Steel shells, they're always awkward. Waterproof lamps. We've finally found a reason to have waterproof lamps. I did specify I wasn't sure precisely why they've got any pertinence. Okay, so steel plates. So we need 4 of those. So we're going to need 4 steel plates. I think, memory serves. Oh no, that's carbon bars. So we need 4 of those. So that's easy enough to have accomplished. And now 4 steel plates, I'm hoping. Beyond hope. Dang it, I think I've... Yeah, because I put the iron wood there, I'm not going to have enough to do the... Wait, oh no, yeah, this one, steel plates, steel plates, steel plates. Where are the steel plates? There's steel plates. Yeah, I've not got enough bloody iron ore to build steel plates from this machine. Slightly annoying, but I suppose just figure it out at some point. I am about to pass out, so we might as well just go accept that and go to bed. Oh, the house is different, not neater, but different. I got rid of some of my sofas. I now have a hospital bed for no good reason. I have a llama sign, a giant llama statue, 3 strange blokes staring at me when I sleep, a rabbit, a teddy bear, and a robot. Sounds a bit like the Generation game doing the conveyor belt, isn't it? There's a robot, a cuddly toy, a massive llama statue. Anyway, I think we'll put it away now. Only a cheeky bit of Portia this time. And now exit out of there, and then we'll do a couple of quick shoot-its. Shit-its. Would you like to shit-it? Yes, I would like to shit-it. If you are interested in video games tonight at 9 o'clock, you have Mr. Malice Calaboo. Mr. Malice Calaboo. They were previously playing Mega Man. Yes, because he was all over the place on Saturday, I think. All sorts of different games going down.
And then if we use our friend the
I think
cannon,
it's Downfall. The Slade Spire
over that side of the you actually need to put the cannon shot high up
thing.
to account for its dip.
Always account for the dip.
Uh-oh! Oh no, I overshot!
He didn't account for the
I hate the
dip.
end of the world.
He accounted too much for the dip, perhaps. And equally at 9 o'clock, if you're more into your painting, because I believe it's Lizard, Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Lizard, Spider-Man, and accessories in his printer. So you may have a smorgasbord, as they call it, of bits and pieces with Mr. Carsteve Must Paint.
This is mine now.
That was his now. I didn't really pay attention. I thought it was going to be longer. He's heard before. Nobody needs context. Just enjoy the noise. There you go. I will be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Dragon Quest Builders 2. So I will say cheerio and put it away. I don't think it's worthwhile doing anything else. No, it's definitely not. But yeah, cheerio.